Tell me, O Muse, of the many heroes from many places who wandered the many ways of the sacked sacred city of Arden.
I can't believe y'all would treat a celebrity like this.
Okay, let's get ready to rumble. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 91st expedition of the Arden Vulgaris campaign. It is the 21st of Jelenios. It is Taz Day. Who do we have playing today?
Hi, I'm Casper. I'm playing Gavdos Turius. He's a level 4 Imperialite wizard, currently in mourning. And he's hired Katrizaj, the bard.
I'm Paul. I'm playing Chert today, the level 1 Dwarven fighter. Yep.
I'm Rory. I'm playing Hastar, the level 5 Dwarven priest, and I am bringing Usart, the wizard.
Hi, I'm Sasha. I'm playing Dagfin Thriceborn, the Wiskingen thief, level 1, used to be a citizen apprentice.
Hi, I'm Reese. I'm playing Onus, the elf witch, who's a hermit and has just wandered into town. Oh, level 1.
Perfect. Are we all in Gosterwick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we ready to depart? Go up the stairs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Final purchases,
Plan
anything,
to-
grabbing anything from the manor, the company inventory.
Make sure to take
Oaths
luck.
or pacts? Oh yeah, do we have healing potions? Let's buy out the supply.
Should still have them from last session, unless different characters.
They
I
would
have
be.
one.
Well, I have one on a different character. I don't know how easy it would be to swap, but
How many are available? I can buy some and put them into the vault.
I believe 5 are available.
Okay, and they're 250 each, right?
Mhm.
Okay, I'll buy 5, put them into the vault. Take however many.
No, they're
needed.
sorry. You said 350, correct? 350. They're
250.
350. No, they're 350.
They're 350. Okay. 1750.
I assume the vault's on the mirror.
Oh, we have a separate sheet. I'll link it there for you. In the chat.
I guess just how many people are taking one, and I'll just put the remainder in the vault.
I wouldn't mind taking one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take one.
It's 2. Casper, Paul,
I'm good.
you're good.
Mm,
Are these normal 1d6 plus 1 potions?
Correct. Yeah. 1d6 plus 1.
Chert is carrying too many hand axes. No room for potions.
Nice. Okay. Well, it is a partly cloudy day as we get ready to head out. You make it just fine up to the falls. And, yep, up on the cliff face, you can see that there are 9 goats. They are currently jumping from the etched stone sorcerer head on the far side. They have just been kind of climbing up one by one. Even the little ones are adept at climbing at their young ages.
They continually taunt us.
Other than that, it's all quiet.
Up we go to the tower.
Okay, we go up all the way to the top of the stairs, make it your way into Ardenville through the south gate. You pass along that buzzing tower full of sting bats. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And we go ahead to the tower.
Nobody waiting to make our acquaintance this time?
Nope. You beeline into the tower, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Wave at the mercenaries, make sure everything's okay. See how their supplies are. If they've been attacked or anything. Need more reading material.
They could always use more Dagtro of Westron.
I'll bring you the 3 books on opening the Lotus next time.
Okay. They're joking. Obviously mercenaries can't read. So they need the comics. They looked at the pictures.
Yeah,
There's a
we
lot of
just like to
pictures
look
in
at
it,
the
yeah.
pictures.
The Lotus one has illustrations for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Diagrams, technically. Okay. You make it to the tower of scrutiny just fine.
Yep.
There's no not a lot of news to report, no like attacks or anything at night, although they've noticed that there's been less dragon activity, like Crass has been more broody than normal. I don't know if they know what normal is, but like yeah. They asked you what the current status is. Yeah, that now that we paid the money, are we good? Like, especially the people who have to rotate to the top of the tower are very keen to know about your current relationship status with the dragon because they don't want to get squashed.
The relationship with the dragon is as good as it's ever been. I wouldn't say we're friends. We paid our dues. They're busy with other stuff.
Nice.
I wouldn't recommend any big bonfires or pig roasts, goat roasts on the top of this tower.
This wasn't discussed about it, so they would like to spend a quick second and ask you if whether or not they can go to the Broken Head Inn on their off hours.
Is that place still bumping? I heard it got shut down.
Yeah, didn't the owners sell it?
Owners, no, they didn't sell it.
I look to I guess Gavdos because you'd probably be the only one. It's like, what do the mercs know anything that if they got interrogated by the Setites would be?
They heard they were
bad?
looking. Like the news that they were looking to sell is private information. Like they didn't tell anybody.
Okay,
Hmm.
so they don't know that. Yeah.
I mean, they might just get attacked. Is the problem?
Yeah, but
Mhm.
I mean,
They know the risks, but all they have to do is just go past the temple, just stay on the main thoroughfare, make it to the north gate, and they're home.
I would say that definitely one of the 3 shifts needs to stay on reserve for emergencies. The 3rd shift may potentially be allowed to go.
don't say you're working for us.
Pending review. Yeah, don't
We've got-
mention it.
We've got
Or the tower.
some enemies.
And
may
no
not
bringing
know,
any
but-
floozies back to our tower, alright?
Yeah. We need to get the wizard in here with the mind read and zone of truth.
When you say no floozies back to the tower, like how serious on a 1 to 10?
Gavdos is his face is like, don't fuck with me, anyone ever, right now, this week.
Right.
It's like this is a military outpost, not your personal barracks.
Yeah.
All right.
We have enemies around, and you bringing them here could put us in danger.
Fair enough. They'll be on the straight and narrow. Okay. That's it. Nothing else to report from them.
Sounds good.
So we're in a big old tower that's been. Has it become more homely? Obviously, you sanitized it down with the Clorox holy water. You you swept up as much as you can, and you have big old signs that say "Do not go in the basement." Without a priest robe. Like important, you must be wearing the orange robes before going downstairs. Yeah. Kind of construction.
PPE.
We've got a painting of Kalamanos on the wall.
Yeah.
What's in the basement?
A statue that will kill people.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So I was
Including
describing,
us.
to be clear, I just want to reiterate because I feel like I might have messed this up a little bit when we were talking about the statue in the basement. The statue in the basement does not necessarily look like a standard kilted Arcantian soldier, right? This looks bigger than normal.
Hmm.
Like 12 feet tall, like 10 feet tall.
Yeah, instead of 9 feet tall, it's about 12 feet tall. A lot of its face and stuff like that isn't like normally the Arcantian kilted warrior statues have much more like faces. This thing's face is all like eroded and kind of like a faceless kind of thing. It's a lot of there's less detail on this statue.
It's an ugly one.
It has definitely an uglier mug, but it definitely also has more runes attached to it. To the more arcane inclined, this is much more closer to some sort of like stone golem arcane protector than just religious defending statue.
Since we're here anyway, I think we never actually brought the seal. Well, maybe the seal is in the vault. Next time.
So down the ladder, down
Yeah.
the stairs.
We just run to this door down here, and it's too slow to react.
Yep. So you just tell everybody just to run through the corridors.
Does it have a black spear? This one?
The good question. I don't think it does. I'm just gonna say right now it doesn't.
All right.
It
Okay.
just has strong fists.
I've made our little tokens here. Is there anybody else?
Perfect. As we
missing?
leave the base, as we begin to descend down the stairs, obviously time's going to pass, so we're gonna have to burn a torch. But then I need to know what your marching order is and your light audit as we proceed.
If we don't want to be using torches, I have witch light, which is for duration of my focus. I can make a light that bobs around us.
I think that's more beneficial for distractions and stuff because the focus is 1 round.
Oh, okay. I assumed it was like as long as I was focusing on it, it would stay around. But that's fair enough.
No.
Yeah.
Each
Well,
round
it
you have to
would.
cast it.
It would, but in purposes of this game, that would be like the going down this thing is more than 10 rounds.
Okay.
You're going down like 200 something feet, and the hard and fast rule here is going around like going more than like 150 feet down a single set of stairs is your whole torch burns out in the time going down. Just as sort of like a time passes kind of thing.
And the context is focus means you have to re-roll to keep it up every round.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, is it Usar with the torch?
Yeah, Usard with the torch and Hastar's up front.
Okay.
Okay, Gavdos in the middle.
Oh, we got Hastar.
Cat will
Mhm.
guard the back.
I would like to be in the middle, please.
All right, we're both in the middle.
Yeah, I'll be at the back. I'm ranged.
All right. Usart, as we go, time passes, so you're holding a torch and someone else has marked off a torch going down. The first thing you will spy is a brand new masonry wall. And Casper, I don't know if we didn't talk about the back side of the door, whether that's also artistically styled.
I guess so.
Sure. Yeah.
Do you have to trigger a magic door both ways?
No, that's depending on the author.
Let's say yes.
Ah.
But, okay, one is old, one is new. And one is
one is young and one is old.
young and one is old. Yeah.
So on this side, it's more of the older side, and then the young one's on.
Yeah.
Okay, grand. I love that. Okay, yeah. So there is a bas-relief etching of a. I mean, I guess you would probably know them as, considering you're looking at the older version of them. It was Grelda Turius, the fighter.
Aw.
Gavdos just breaks down in tears.
Yeah.
Approaching
Now,
the door.
He knows it's there.
Yeah.
And
There is
he's
there's no key slot as I understand it.
Exactly. So Gavdos will say, "This is the key. Never repeat this above a whisper." And he'll put his hand on the relief and say, "The fairest one." And then you hear a click.
Mhm.
That's it, and it opens up.
Cool. Now you're in the 5 foot wide airlock, and in front of you is I guess probably labeled, unless the thief is in front of you that could definitely clearly see it. There is a magic door without any obvious keyhole as well, but there is Thothian imagery on it.
Gavdo said the command word was one is young, one is old, one is new.
No,
That was the description.
The fairest
No.
one.
Oh,
Yeah.
the fairest one.
On one side of the door, there's a young portrait. On the other
see.
side of the door, there's an old portrait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Left side is the old, right side is young.
So I'll say the fairest one to open it, and then the light of comprehension to open the next door.
Okay. The next door does not open.
Yeah, we keep getting this wrong. We've got the wrong note written down. It was a different one of those.
Let me take my notes. Oops.
Is there a downside to saying the wrong
Let
one?
Thoth illuminate my ignorance.
The
That one opens.
the secret door will detach as though it was unlocked.
Pop out, quickly look up to the north, make sure no gargoyles, and that this door is still shut.
Mhm.
Okay, it's clear. Come down.
We all head in.
If I approach this section right here, is this door where the gargoyles came from closed? Is there a door there still, or did they rip it off?
When Usart brings the torch closer to you, you can see that the door is closed.
Okay. I want to go check the viewing panel before
Right.
we head that way, just to kind of get a glimpse
Okay.
of what's about for the
Right.
court of
So-
Patarmus.
So for new folks, what you're seeing here is you're looking at a low pixel animated mural. Right. So you can imagine like the bricks and stuff slowly change, and they're depicting 3 different scenes on the floor. One of them, some of you have seen before when you were down the Well of Light, and when you were with not Paul's other character, Amir, when they were talking to Garalad, the druid, and there's a ruby throne room. You can see that the Well of Light here is currently quiet, sans for a couple little moving shapes of baboons. On the north side, on the very top side, you can see that there are some sort of large hall that originally showed beastmen marching. Right now it's empty. And then lastly, in the middle here, there is this large other like courtyard area or court area that seems to have people with weird hats, like very like huge hats that are kind of lumbering around.
The beastmen marching,
Farming,
that is the Thothian Hall section is a section we've recognized before, right?
This room right directly to the right, wasn't it?
Okay, that's what I thought, yeah.
Okay.
And the court of Patarmus, is that just the section near where the sarcophagus is, or where is that?
Yeah, it's
Like,
the Parvis.
Red Jasper throne area?
Yeah, it's the Parvis, exactly.
Okay.
So if you had a mural in that area with a mural looking into this room, it would be like a recursive. Okay. All right.
Do we
anyways.
see Parmia or anything by chance?
No, Parmia is not there.
Okay.
No, if anything, again, it looks like it has been in a state of disarray, right? You're seeing these large hat figures, which due
The
to
fire
the low,
methods, or
Oh,
it's due to the
the
low
fungus
pixelation, maybe. But there are these lumbering figures that seem to be shepherding or growing the mycelium over this court.
Maybe she didn't last long.
okay. I mean, I guess that's clear enough. So head this way, right? And then
Yeah.
down the stairs?
Down these stairs.
Yeah. Which then takes
All right, so
us
we go
way up.
down.
Yeah. Up to here.
Okay, so we're going to. This one-way door is also closed. No, didn't you spike that open? It's not listed there, but oh yeah, one-way door is spiked open. Never mind, it is the way it is. Let me check the distance down. That's the wrong
This is
one.
spiked open.
Should be about 100
Yeah,
feet.
it's 100 feet. Yeah. Okay, so no torch needed.
Okay. Now that we've navigated the 4 maps to get down here.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Okay, be quiet in here.
Yeah. So we approach over here. Are there any lights that we can see through the rubble? Like, 'cause I thought this place was somewhat continually lit.
We need some torch with it.
I think we looked through goggles at it that let us see it, but it may not have been
maybe.
lit by itself.
Well, I guess since I'm here at the
Yeah.
blockage, basically, like.
Right. So you guys descend this rather elegant, extravagant staircase of stone down. You can see that there is a lot of rubble, and the rubble kind of gradiates to a maximum as you turn the corner. And yes, there is this large amount of rubble, almost strategically placed in this corridor. When you look out into the actually, you would have to scramble up on the rocks to get a view over it, but I guess you would probably be able to see whether or not there was ambient light.
Yeah.
And let me just make sure there's no
And if we hear any
light
talking,
sources.
marching, anything, yeah.
Nope, there is no automatic like continual lights or anything going on in this room. So no, it would look very dark in here from beyond. Now, obviously, you could hear the sort of the stillness of a cave that's like kind of expansive. You can kind of get that feeling, that vibe of the chamber beyond this rising pile of rubble that's going up maybe like 8 feet or so, leaving on about 2 feet or maybe 2.5 feet of clearance on the top. You get the impression that behind it, just like there's just a large space. But yeah, it is dark and foreboding.
The overwhelming dread of the void.
Mayhaps. Or treasure.
I could get my familiar to look over the rubble if you would like.
Yeah, good idea. Go out, see if the coast is clear. We maybe pop around this corner to see what is there. But I think we're gonna just be heading east. So.
Yeah, I'll tell Oppius to climb up the rubble and just give a peek around the room and see if the coast is clear.
Yeah. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Squeak, squeak.
He speaks common, actually, so...
Oh.
It's like, yes, I will. Good chap.
Okay. Now, can they actually see in the dark?
No. animals have slightly better night vision, but I doubt he would actually have like dark vision or
Dark
anything
vision,
like
Yeah,
that.
so-
I think the way you did it
Yeah, I'll give
with
that to
my
you.
rat was like they have rat senses. So like some darkness visibility, maybe not 30 feet, but other
Yeah.
senses kind of help map it out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. The first thing. Let me see here. Okay. They come back immediately after going over the rubble. They have that sort of like wide-eyed look. They're oh no, I'm prey instinct has turned on. They're like, no,
Yeah.
that's hunting grounds. I'm not going to that clearing. That's a clear area.
Oh.
They say it's mostly a cleared spot full of rubble, or sorry, like with rubble braced against like the edges. It's like, oh no, this is bad. This is there's no place to hide. If I get in the middle of this spot, I'll die. They're coming back, and so they don't like this.
Sounds good. I'll open up my arms and let him jump back onto me. And
Yeah.
yeah, doesn't look good.
I'll, I guess, just climb over because we don't hear anything and kind of hug this
Gavdos will
stealth
just
wall.
warn before we go. Be as silent as you can, lest we bring the gargoyles upon us.
All right.
If they attack, flee to the east.
All right, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think it's possible for Hassar to be quiet to clamber over this rubble in full plate
In my plate
and
mail,
shield.
yeah.
Honestly, I'm just gonna roll random. I'm just
And
gonna
my
roll a counter
minus
check.
and my -1 dex.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think there's even a save. like
Yep.
it's
Yeah, fully.
but hold on. Okay.
Deal on rocks. But the warning was flee to the east if we are attacked, and I will defend us.
So then peeking around this corner, can I see anything down here? I guess
Yes.
Usart would be
You
closer with
see
me.
you see a rubble choked passageway.
Basically immediately where this map ends.
Correct. It's
Okay,
all rubble
that's
strewn.
easy enough.
In fact, it's pouring in. That's the maximum part. Yeah.
Okay.
Furthermore,
And does this rubble look natural, like a natural cave-in, or does this also look?
Deliberately placed.
Yeah.
no, this looks like a natural cave-in.
Okay.
Yeah. The other one looks like it's almost like a barricade.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, they
So
were probably worried about all the undead that we had to fight.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. And down this corridor, immediately to your east, you will not have to go very far because about 10 feet into it is another set of raised rubble. This one looks less like a discarded pyramid or heap. This one looks to be like it's a form of 7 feet height. It's almost like a proper wall. You know, someone tried to build with bits of scraps of masonry put together.
Mm.
Now, in the middle of it is a door.
Okay.
Where's the thief? Is that Onus?
So,
No, it's Gavados.
I'm not a thief. It's
Dagfin.
Oh, sorry.
I need to change my thing.
Dagfin, can you check this door, see if it's trapped or
Yeah.
locked?
Yeah, I'll move up and check.
Yeah.
Well,
you all
we
would
whis-
smell. You would also smell the smell of soldiers
oh
as you are getting like pretty much as soon as you get close to it. Like you're seeing this as soon as. So I know you guys are all right here, but like, hang on. Like I feel like you would have seen this before you moved into this space. So basically the map that you got from that old ass book is not the territory, and so I'm describing you to the territory.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And because of that, like you don't want to be exactly where you are when I'm about to describe. Is that when a rat-headed soldier looking fellow pokes up behind their barricades with a javelin in their hand and calls out, being like, "Be gone! State your business."
Just who we're looking for. We're here to speak with you.
Me?
With your, do you remember which bando it was that we talked with, Gavdos?
No, we had like a truce situation with one. The other one was just secondhand through goblins that somebody was asking for us. So we could just ask to talk to their
yeah.
leader, maybe.
The goblin said that the beastmen were looking for us to talk. So we're here to talk.
We are the Vulgarians.
Ah. No wonder you're confusing. You are the Vulgarians. No, do us a favor. Do not trust the goblins at this point.
We agree.
Good. We see eye to eye, metaphorically, because I'm taller than you.
I'm standing on the rubble. Maybe we're eye to eye.
Right.
May we approach? May we approach so we don't have to scream and attract the gargoyles?
Yeah. You can see on the is like the painted, maybe like etched, maybe like the light like onto the door is the etching carving maybe into the door of a sheep.
Sheep company.
Yeah.
That might match up.
If we are to treat with you, we require assurances.
We mean peace. We give our word as a company.
Talk is cheap. We would ask you would hand over any sort of oil that could be used as a inflammatory weapon. We know you are fond of that.
Don't you also have fire protection from the Setites, though? Our oil is of no use against you.
These are the policies of the Ovine Conturbs. It's the Mithric term for sheep company.
Yeah. This is fine. I will take the one oil flask I have and leave it here in the rubble, behind the rubble.
Right. Yeah.
You may have it upon
that I just drop.
You may have it upon leaving.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Theo. And this is clearly like the sergeant of the group, because there's another pack of lads surrounding them. So for the new folks, there's about these 5 feet tall, they look like almost imperial soldiers. So almost like Roman legion wearing garb and armor, but they all have various animal heads. They all speak with a broken Arcantian accent. So they want to, they definitely speak Mithric better than they do modern Arcantian.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to think, like I'm wondering if they would ask you any additional things, but like I feel like you kind of answered the question. They come in peace. Your intentions are to talk to what? Yeah, I guess no. What are your? You're here. You come in peace, but are you staying to treat? Are you looking for a meeting?
A meeting. We were told you were looking for us. I don't know if we necessarily want to say straight out that like we're looking to make peace, because we don't know if that's every company.
Oh, I meant more in a parlay sense, but we could say we wish to treat and to have a meeting to that effect. And he gave his name, so Gavdos will say like.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Paul.
Nothing. Chert's here for the murder and the mayhem, but we can do a meeting.
Then Gavdos I just didn't will say, I am Gavdos the wizard.
Yeah, I didn't want to tip our hand that that we spoke with one of them, one of their group, about wanting to actually form a formal peace treaty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's not
because
say that yet.
My assumption is that this is not a unanimous from the top decision, that there is some dissension amongst their ranks. So we need to be careful which ones we actually reveal this information to.
100%.
Quick question. Will we need the oil flasks in there just in case? Because I do have a way to smuggle them in if need be.
Do we have torches?
Probably not.
Okay.
I mean, you can do it if you want and you think it's cool. You know,
No, I
is
don't
it a
want to.
cauldron or something.
Yeah, cauldron. Yeah, I was gonna say I can just put them all in my cauldron and then.
That's pretty foolproof. Like, there's no way of that accidentally going wrong, basically. Right?
Well, unless
Yeah,
I fail the spell and then
And you
can't use it
mishap.
again.
Yeah, that just means we can't get it back.
Yeah. Also, a DM clarification. It says it expels these items next time I cast it. I assume that means I can remove them rather than it just throws them out and is going to shatter all over the floor.
That would be
Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah, I think that makes sense.
Cool.
Just cast cauldron in the middle of the room and like a dozen oil flasks pop out.
Yeah. Yeah.
It throws them
Two
out, but
oil
you're
flasks
always
and a
able to
lit
catch
rag.
them.
Right.
We have rid ourselves of the oil. May we
Right.
approach?
You may.
Doot.
Please, we will escort you to the room where we have our Veramani advisors. We would prefer to have any conversations with you held with a
This is
third party.
fair. This is fair. That relieves some of the stress from us as well.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is what's going to happen. You're going to be brought through some rooms, so I'm going to describe to you briefly, but I'm not going to give you a chance to, like, explore or steal as you guys are shuffled under observation, right? Okay, so the first thing you can note here is that the barracks room is directly beyond the door that they open. So not the door to the wall, but then, sorry, the door in their barricade, but then the door actually behind them
Mhm.
God.
opens up. Oh my God.
Okay.
Okay.
Where this original
Barracks.
one was?
Correct. The 30 by 30 room here.
Okay.
With the,
So that's the barracks.
What's the default font and why did it change to this?
You were
Why did-
editing
why
the
did it-
expedition board.
It didn't go to 1980s movie title font.
No, it was what was it? Imperial permanent
Okay.
marker.
Yikes.
Seems
Okay.
like they also like
Um,
airlocks.
Yep. Beyond this barracks area, so obviously there's about like 15 or so fighting strength, kind of just relaxing out beastmen. There is beyond them more of the non-combatants in the preceding area. So this is all sort of one room to this door. Where your maps is set up.
Sasha, you can
That's
use
correct.
the text button if you want.
Yeah, I changed my mind. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to
Yeah,
write
there's
handwrite.
so there's several like females and young like non-combatant types, back here. Families. Probably of the soldiers. Continuing down through the next door. Obviously they don't let you in that room above you. So this room is a question mark. But then they will bring you through a set of columns, this columned room. It's a 20 by 20 room. Yeah. So it's all of these columns. You can see that between these columns, you can hear the sounds of a almost like a William Churchill, like bulldog jowled trainer teaching people to go through the motions of like sparring, giving commands for training and stuff in here. And they say halt, and let you all go through. They confirm with what's her name, Theo, for what's the business of these people doing here? We're bringing them to the trolls to have a conversation, stuff like that. And then you hear them, they're discussing amongst themselves whether or not they should grab Count Skleros or Count Nikios. And they're like, get Nikios first. And so like, okay. And then they lead you into the this room at the end.
Yeah, I'm tempted. Maybe we'll just say, feel free to tell your superior first, lest they don't want Veramani ears on this conversation. though we will comply with anything you wish.
North of you, as you guys are leaving here, so this large room, I'm gonna circle in yellow. You can see that there are a lot of beastmen kind of like painting, not necessarily graffiti, but they're sort of like drawing murals like over of their various command companies. So you see one that's like a dog, right? You see another one that's like a goat, another, that kind of stuff. Rats. So they're doing all that stuff over there. But anyways, yes, you were brought into a nice meeting room. So in here, you can see that there are these large, almost 9-foot tall, hulking individuals. They will introduce themselves as Klug and Verve. Klug and Verve, for those who are new, are Veramani, also known as trolls. You've been told, probably from your friends, to not call them trolls by up to their face.
Mm-hmm.
You have no experience.
What's the proper term for them?
Veramani.
Veramani.
Yeah. They look to be a little like Neanderthal-y, like they have very large upper eyebrow ridges and then slightly cone heads, and they are always hairless. These guys are wearing beautiful togas, and each of them is adorning tattoos. These guys seem pretty young. As far as you've seen trolls around, these guys seem to be pretty young as far as the age of advisors and stuff goes, which may indicate how much respect and difference they're got, or maybe they're important. Remains to be seen. Furthermore, each of them is served by 2 younger of these animal-headed beastmen types, who are clearly like their, advisors, attaches, anything they need, they can get here. They're currently lounging out in a bunch of like fur-lined, like they didn't really have chairs big enough, so they're kind of just brought in like kind of whatever big benches and tables they could get to kind of set up as a kind of a nice, like, convenient kind of bench sofa thing for them. So they're kind of like uncomfortably kind of moving around, waiting for them in the corner. They were talking in their own language when you guys arrive, and they'll stand up, and each of them will clearly, like, almost audibly raise an eyebrow as you all come in here, and they realize you don't have a bard with you. Oh, you do. Katrajaj. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Katrajaj would immediately spot that these guys are completely off guard with you all showing up here.
Mm-hmm.
They thought this was an easy no work job task that they had.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, they are dreading, like, there's fear in them having to be formal about and unsure of what the requirements of what they're going to need to do, right? Like, there's uncertainty that's exploitable.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
totally green appointees.
All right. So Theo will tell you to wait here as they go get Count Nikios. Count Nikios is apparently important. They didn't really explain to you who Nikios is, but he has the title Count, so that's probably important.
Okay.
Greetings.
Let me paste the political stuff we have for how to deal with them.
Vulgaris. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they will. They'll make their formal introductions to everyone here. They definitely have a dignity, a sort of imperious demeanor, despite being uncertain. Like, without a bard, knowing like they're a little bit on their back foot. Like, they definitely have sort of this. They relish in being very dignified in the titles of advisors here. So they are, don't take it the way I'm role playing them as a symbol here. They are very political and adept.
Yeah. Okay.
I will give a military salute to the Veramani first, and then to the Beastman captain. Is it? Yeah. You said it was Skolaros was here.
Who has the highest strength? Who has the highest strength among all of you?
I'm 14.
That might be it. It's not me.
I'm 5. It's definitely not.
5? Wow.
5?
I'm 13.
That's why I use a bow.
Shirt is more dexterous than strength.
I have to check
Okay.
Katrazaj. I forgot to copy.
All right. Well, they will assume whoever has the highest strength is the leader, so they will look to them to be for first introductions.
I guess it is me
Would
with
be
a
you.
14
It
then.
would be you anyways. Yeah.
Mhm.
Ah. Well met, dwarf.
Greetings. I
Mm.
I believe you are Klug and Verve.
Indeed. He is Klug. I am Verve.
We are honored to have you here as mediators for this meeting.
Yeah.
We expected to just chat with the Beastmen, but it is excellent that you are here as well. We hope we were not
Well-
interrupting anything with interrupting anything important that you were currently in progress with here. We
No,
are happy
we
to wait if you need to finish.
We're here to advise the Beastmen on military tactics and preparedness.
Hmm.
I, for one, want to come to both of you and say sorry about the green friend and sorry about goblin problems.
It is a small inconvenience, but goblin problems are goblin problems.
If Klug and I were there, would never have happened.
What alternative, may I ask, would you have attempted to see through?
Oh, how much time do you have?
I mean, we are your guests as much
Yeah.
time as you and the Beastmen will have us here.
Yeah. Well, obviously, goblins not very strong. They need strength-based legal system.
Might makes
Hmm.
right. Yes,
They
this carries
prefer
well through Arden.
they prefer law of knife over law of muscle. Makes them weak. Weak mindset. So, you guys, yeah. So, to those who are the uninitiated, like role playing is that the trolls actually have like they're all about like wrestling and all of this sort of like strength competition. Obviously, they're also good in debates and rhetoric as well, but they prefer to that value comes from combat prowess. And their judgment system is very much like all around that. It would have people wrestle, like if you win in your duel.
Their court is a monthly fight pit that
Yeah.
if you have
Yeah.
made grievances against somebody, you go in and beat the shit out of them, and the winner is the winner. Is the Beastman representative here yet?
Yeah.
Or
It's like, if there's anything else you wanted to say privately before it got started, we can do that. Otherwise, we can just fast forward.
I mean, it is kind of worth looking into if they're unhappy with the goblin leadership and we are present and we're strong. Perhaps they might be willing to discuss some pretty out there outcomes, maybe that might benefit us. Would you be thinking on that level, Hasta?
you can ask that, sure. Or I guess
Hmm.
I can ask that on behalf of you, but you can do the actual words because
Maybe just like, like their squabbling with knives has made them weak and brung instability that makes us unhappy. And
yeah.
us being the stronger of the two parties would like the situation resolved.
Yeah. Would you have a alternative in mind of a stronger goblin, perhaps, or somebody else to lead them?
They need direct troll guidance.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Roboka dealing with Heketi threats, so unable to give that direct guidance is
The weak-minded goblins, so easily swayed by Heketi treasures, corrupted them.
Small muscle, small brain.
We don't have any goblins in the party.
They're very clearly like the trolls are very like bioessentialist. Like they definitely have this sort of sense of superiority. That they are just built different.
I mean, they kind of have ruled Ardenville for millennia, so.
And no, I think they've only ruled. Technically, they've only ruled for since. Yeah, I don't remember. It's something like that. It's pretty long.
Yeah,
they're sitting comfy. So
maybe
anyways,
Gavdos has had a little bit and just say like, oh, perhaps this explains some of the preparations we see.
Yeah.
About the Beastmen training.
Yeah.
So Scleros will.
Shall we get started with official business then?
Yeah. Sorry, not Scleros. Nikios will arrive. So this is a very shrewd goat man. Clearly like wearing like what what's his name from Gladiator was wearing at the start, like he clearly like has like the general kind of vibe. I can't remember the actor spacing on it, but it doesn't matter.
I don't remember. Yep. Soldiers salute
Russell Crowe
to Nikios. It's like,
yeah,
we have received word that you are looking to talk about a de-escalation of our parties.
He pauses for a second, revealing that maybe he's not telling the whole truth when he follows up with, yes, we've been desperately trying to get a hold of you. The iron is quite hot.
It can't be about extended warranty.
Yeah. The iron is quite hot, given the circumstances. We seek a new future for Ardenville in the halls of Thoth.
What are the? I totally just blanked on the thing you just said. What are the uncertainties? You are much more well-traveled and well-versed in the politics of Ardenville. Perhaps there are more threats to you that we are unaware of.
He looks very confused. Did you not just come from the goblins?
I mean, yes, we were aware of the goblin conflict and the rising civil war, but we did not take them as that big a threat to you.
Are you aware? No, I was just he was just trying to apologize, but like, sorry that your best friends here are all messed up, going through stuff. That's all he was trying to say. And you're like, what other threats? And he's like, what are the? And then he's kind of back at you like, what other threats? Like he's not.
Sorry, the Mithric to Arcantian to Dwarvish translation loses a bit of nuance.
Right. You need a new place, someplace safe.
Yes, we would be open to that.
Do you need access to the pyramid?
The actual pyramid, or the whole, like the whole halls of Thoth?
He means the Debouchemont major entrance area. He's clearly wants to know your opinion on the control of that area and the taxes from the adventurers, and he wants to know your thoughts on that. He hasn't declared he wants it, but he wants to know what your thoughts are on it. Yeah, and if he's asking you, that's probably important.
Yeah, It's like we have no interest in owning whole areas of Ardenville. We are adventurers at heart. We seek safe passage through relationships with the various factions and to not be hassled every turn around the corner.
Mhm.
It is tough being this low on the food chain.
Like Turtle, like grunt angrily,
Yeah.
like
Low
insulted.
but mighty. I'm
Yeah.
sure you're well aware of what we've accomplished in our 3 months here.
Mhm.
Indeed.
I think Gavdos will probably take offense. He'll just say like, not offense, but he'll push back a little bit. He'll say, unfortunately, our strength does not really align with the level of access we have been given. This is unfortunate. It may come to take what is necessary, or merely to be given it in recognition of our strength. What we seek are access to territory, access to freely roam, access to trade, and places to stay within Ardenville.
And Chert will add something like, we make our own safe path through those that don't relent.
Nice.
Very nice. The trolls do a little like, not bad.
Like,
Sick.
we know the beastmen are mighty, but as our various skirmishes have shown, we can hold our own, and we do not seek the mutual destruction at every encounter.
If we were to go to bed, what about retaliations? You have enemies.
You worry about the Setites.
Aye. Currently, we have a good agreement.
What does this agreement entail?
Access to the forums. Safe passage. Information.
Do you have enough troops to hold the forum if we found a way to help you acquire it? We have greatly dwindled their numbers, and we know there is some inner turmoil between the Guild of Service and the Cult of Set.
The trolls cough loudly when you say that.
Obviously, only with the blessing of the trolls and the Veramani.
The Veramani.
And
Yeah, of course.
And the proper taxes paid to them for the expansion of your land.
I think Gavdos will back it up and just say, like, as we've shown with the lizard men, it is well within our reach to claim vast tracts of land, but we do not have currently the numbers to hold such places. Hence, the opportunity for very beneficial alliances to be made.
Do the Veramani perk up at this conversation?
They don't perk up, but they also don't perk down. They're very remaining kind of resolute. After you mentioned, like, as long as it's cleared through the proper channels.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Sure.
Is this not thought, idea, is this feeling held amongst your chain of command?
The ambitions for holding such a area has not crossed our minds. We'll say our battles, our area of operations subsists much more here around the surface, where access to mushrooms is more available.
Have you made a new working agreement with Patarmia? Or has the change of leadership there, the change of control there, made things difficult for you?
he snorts. Katrazaj knows that when he snorts or chorts, he thinks that the dwarf and you all are stupid.
Okay,
But
so
to everyone else
it's likely that
doesn't
she
see
is
that.
our leader.
Yeah. Oh, right. Duh. I would have known
Yeah.
that.
Well, maybe we weren't certain,
we
but
take-
Katrazaj
He-
will like whisper in your ear, advisor.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Don't
like,
worry.
me as a person, I did know that because, like, the plan
Yeah.
was to come talk to the Beastman leader, Patarmia. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Trying to think in
Yeah.
roleplay while, like, yeah.
Yeah.
I would
You're
advise
vibing
you.
over here.
I would advise you only talk to us counts and not our leader.
Hmm. Are there other counts that we could discuss this with, or that you could refer us to?
You should talk to me about this. The other ones
course.
are more old-fashioned.
Okay, above the table we did find the right, slightly schismatic guy
Yeah.
that we were looking for.
Yeah.
That's good.
He'll tell you there are three counts. I don't feel like
Mhm.
role playing this part, so I want to kind of speed this up a little bit. So forgive me.
Yeah.
There is Nikios, who you're talking to. He's the goat man, right? You got Georgic, who I don't know anything about necessarily right now, to be honest with you. Who's also a count, and then you also got Scleros, and Scleros is really like the guy in charge. He's like the general, per se, and then Nikios and Georgic would be like the colonels.
Sheep. Do we know what company Georgios and Scaros are and what beast they are formed with?
Scleros is he's a dog. He
Dog
came.
company.
No, he has a dog head, and he looks kind of like a Scottish Terrier.
Yeah.
He's in charge of the long range cavern patrol, which is sort of like the best forces of the Beastmen. But ever since the Tarmia change, the long range cavern patrol has been kind of on the out. Access to mushrooms has been easier.
Yeah.
So.
And Georgios?
I told you I have to get back to you on it. I'll give you some information later. I have to find it in the dang book.
Okay. And do we know the company name is Nikios Sheep Company? And
yeah, this is all sheep.
Do we know the other three companies?
Each of the three is responsible for 2 companies.
Okay.
We can fill that info in later.
Yeah. I have to get
fill out this thing. Okay.
It's like, what would you recommend if we encounter they also refer to themselves as bandos, right?
No, a banda would be a squad.
Okay.
Right, but if I want to say if we run into some of the squads of Georgios. Or
yeah, like a
Scaros.
banda. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
What would you suggest? What would your suggestion be for how if we come across the bandos of Georgios and Scaros? I presume you want this information to stay within us, or
no. We're Vulgarians. We are merely just talking. Nothing has been signed.
Oh, I know. I'm just in preparations for.
So we don't kill them when we see them.
Yeah.
Nice
you get us
Exactly. Thanks, Chert.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a symbol to let them know that there's a temporary truce, for example, or discussions are ongoing.
If we get to that point, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I may be getting ahead in the questioning, but
Mhm.
I wanted to make sure we didn't forget that. Imagine doing all this work and then we kill one of them and they're like, oh, nope, you ruined it.
Yeah, totally. Okay, so
Let us
since
agree
we're above table, yeah.
No, we could. there will be no peace in our current conversations, but let it be that any deaths on our side shall not impugn our words today.
Okay, fair enough.
In other words, fine to attack, and it won't affect the negotiations.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
So could we maybe make it clear that it's like the set thing is one discussion, access not opposing their takeover plans or access to the Halls of Thoth area could be a separate conversation.
Yeah.
It could lead us just to have access and a truce.
Yeah.
Separate to that set discussion, right? Maybe that's
Yeah.
something we could close today.
We agree. How about this? I feel like someone needs to just commit a downtime, like 2 downtime actions, and we can just hash this all out. And we can assume that like other people can chime in, and you can assume that you're kind of running the dang messages back and forth, of the whole group, and we can hash this out in downtime asymmetrically.
Yeah, Hastar can do this since he was the one. I guess they were chatting.
I don't want to spend the rest. Yeah, like this is obviously
same.
important, but I don't want to spend the adventure session hashing out the details. But you have come here, you have secured the rights to have this conversation, right?
Okay.
And I guess just to clarify, since we will be continuing exploring here, we don't have free reign to continue exploring here.
No,
or would they grant us that for now?
I don't know. It depends on what do you want.
What?
Right. So no, you don't have. They would escort you out unless otherwise
And
you
then
have
fight
a.
back on.
Did we want to go south here to the fungal forest and explore around there and ask to be escorted that way?
We could,
Or-
and that's a guess right now, so it would
That's
be
a
fun
guess
to
that it
find
connects
out.
there, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you sound
could
really
ask
confident
that.
when you say it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Be like, we believe the fungal forest is nearby, and we're wishing to continue exploring that area. Would you be willing to escort us that way, and Hastar will downtime to come back and continue this conversation?
yes, very well.
And is could we maybe leave it the door that we met you at? Could you, given that you have control over your company and this location, could you allow us? Could you cease don't have a problem with us being on the side of the door we met you on? Right? Like their barracks and everything was on one side.
I mean,
We want to be able
west.
to be on the other side.
So you're
without
like,
getting
you want to be able to explore over
conflict.
here
Oh.
and stuff.
Yeah, with his specific party, right? Like
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
he
have.
can't talk for every other beast man, right? But-
Nah, they said we fight next time we see each other if we don't have a truce.
well, that's if we ran into other people.
They caution you about going east. There's some dangerous stuff over there.
West or east?
Sorry, west. Dang directions.
It's
yeah.
okay, I know you. now.
But then they also obviously they have a guard post set up on the other side, west, like northwest. But so you're yeah. We will try to make the message out, and if it's we can have peace, we'll try. They'll do what they can.
Caution.
Okay.
That sounds fun.
Excellent.
Don't threaten me with a good time. What's going on
Yeah.
over there?
Excellent. Let's
There is
leave it.
supernatural fear that way.
Oh, I hate ghosts and undead. Ugh.
You
I
have-
see. Yeah.
If you I would advise not going there unless you have the power of the gods on your side.
Do they
Great.
do they not see my holy symbols?
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Well, they get Oh wait.
I'm
Yeah.
wearing a Thoth.
I thought I was talking to
robe,
a.
which would be confusing.
It is very rare to see a holy man so capable
Strong
a fighter.
priest.
Yeah.
Us dwarves are built different. We are all strong.
Okay, let's go. What's the going's good? That was a great outcome.
Are you going out that way, or do you want to go down to the cavern?
I think we wanted to
Before
go
we
here.
leave- Before we leave, I've got a quick question. Do we
Yeah.
know, like, objectively who their enemies are? Because I know who their allies are, looking at all of our stuff. Like, and they've got a tenuous relationship with the Setites, but, like, do we actually know
Yeah.
who, like, or are they just at the
Yeah.
moment, like, just holding their ground? And is that
Well,
that
they're
worth
definitely in the
finding out?
trolls. We
Yeah, I
just
don't know
saw.
if they have actual
Well,
enemies.
Yeah.
but
The wizard
they
one
were
they did.
prepared for the war. They were like, oh, we're gonna guide them on
Yeah.
some stuff. So there is a conflict there. So that's a good question.
Yeah, I basically like we can ingratiate ourselves with them if we know like mutual enemies, but
From that discussion, it seems like they plan to fight the goblins for control of that upper Thoth area.
That's what I got from it. I wouldn't say I don't think the goblins are necessarily combatants against them right now. I think they tend to just ignore each other. Like I don't think we've seen beastmen in the goblin courts or anything.
You have.
I don't think the goblins know anything about this, to be honest. And they're like asking for our blessing. If we fight the goblins, will you oppose us? I think that's what that conversation was on their side.
There are beastmen in the goblin courts. There are Setites in the goblin courts, and there are Corbo Khan automatons in the goblin courts.
Yeah.
And I think they didn't have. Yeah, they used to have Priskins. They're not there anymore. And I don't think the Veramani. And I think the two Veramani that almost died in the cave-in probably left right now, so they're not there. But they'll be back in like a week, if that.
Okay. So that probably shows the Veramani thing as well, right? Like they got expelled, now they're here training up the beastmen to answer that question.
Yeah, like it wasn't really really explained in the game info thing, but to put the point on is that the Veramani also kind of got owned in that conversation in this match, and now they don't really have a political way to weigh in again, because like they tried to strong arm the goblins by money, and you ended up basically paying them,
bankrolling them.
Yeah, bankrolling them, and then they tried to come in to inspect the Green Friend, which they just ended up destroying. So now they're like, damn.
And the king, if you're talking about a goblin that they want in power of Goblin Town, like they're basically putting up the king in the last light in. So like
no, they didn't put him up. No, no. That's the king personally did that. He fled to his
But they're kind of like letting him be a refuge, like a political.
The Veramani do not control the House of Isochorix. House of Isochorix is neutral territory, not owned by anybody. Well, except for the proprietor.
Okay, that's good. Let's do some exploring.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone.
No, you're
Thanks
good.
for bearing with us. That was super important.
It's interesting. Don't worry.
Well, Killick
are we going
if
to
anybody
leave all
wants to
our oil
assassinate
flasks?
the king, I'm sure Killick will offer a lot of money. If you're going this way,
I guess
you can wait.
I guess before we leave, like the one thing, and I want to be brief, so I'm not going to roleplay this in character, but the one thing Dagfin wants to gain info on is like if there's any strategic information or places where we can direct our forces, it would be helpful to know so that we can work adjacent to each other.
We suspect that the hag in the mushroom forest has recruited allies, either from the surface or from Set. And we really want to know whether or not the Setites are bolstering her strength.
Dagfin says, I'm sure there's a chance that we'll encounter more information on that, and when we do, we will bring it to your company.
Nice.
Some context: we were kind of offered that base in the past a long time ago, where the hag lives. Maybe we should ask whether they would object if we claimed it.
No, don't ask for their permission. Show strength.
Just do it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Okay, they will lead you down a set of stairs and unlock a door, which will then take you off into a magic carpet ride. No, I'm just kidding. You're going over a incredibly large opening into a massive cavern. So about 10 feet out, you start. Yeah, you can't even see the ceiling. There's spores kind kind of just ambiently floating around. You can see that beneath you is a relative clearing of mushrooms, but then about 30 feet later, you get to a cliff, and I will actually try to just map this out for you. But yeah, you're coming in on the north side.
Can I ask to save you drawing? Yeah. Is this the iron cage that we saw across the river? This structure here?
No, it's not.
Okay, good. All right.
There is a cliff, and it continues this way, and there's a cave. This is cave wall, but there is a path that is treading through here. This cliff is about 30 feet in height. You can see that there is water, but I don't think anyone has any distance enough, or like enough sight and distance to see what's in the water from there. But shall we proceed? They wish you good luck, good hunting. As you go into the cavern. I would say that there is land before the water. It's not like a Cliffs of Dover situation. There's like a strip.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, and I guess looking down for some of the newbies, there is at least like 15-foot tall mushrooms, all varying types. These are of like unknown surface type mushrooms down here. To those who have been in Ardenville before, you can be like, oh, those are some orange caps, because those are the ones that are kind of glowing. Like, oh, those are some cloud caps that are growing. Like they've clearly like clear cut, because they've been using so many of them. That kind of stuff. The cliff is, but you do not get close to the cliffs. They are terrifying and they writhe because the cliffs are full of centipedes.
Fun.
Yes.
Okay, so it's very close to that iron cage at least, because these descriptions are overlapping.
Yeah.
I think if we follow this trail down here, we'll probably get to known areas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you like to follow the trail?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it. The centipedes aren't aggressive, right?
No, they definitely are. I would advise not staying too close to the edge.
Not when you cut their heads off.
They're like all along this bank kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
How many? Do we want to just sleep them all?
Let's just avoid them.
I mean, like, I'm gonna like every 20 feet or so, there's probably like, I don't know, at least more than 12, less than 50 centipedes crawling in and out of the cliffs.
So don't try to scale the cliff.
Probably not.
Without sleep and spider climb.
When the beastmen leave us, could we ask before we head off on the trail, how do we find this hag? She may be vexing us as well as you.
The caves to the west. That's all we know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So you can obviously you have to get close to the cliffs as you are following the path. That this part is relatively safe, but yeah, you can imagine it's kind of a tighter squeeze. As you circumscribe, I guess, this sort of a budding cliff wall kind of area, it will the ground will give way from just sort of solid cave rock to more and more and more fungal forest above. So this is all fungal forest. Yeah. Going forward.
Okay.
I believe you might, I think you'll be able to see from here that there is an iron cage. About 60 feet away over the mushrooms. So I would say 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. It is, I think it's like approximately, I might get this wrong. We might have to change this. But it's like up here.
Okay.
And is that the one Gavdos saw?
That's
Yeah.
one Nissel saw flying around.
Missile
Yeah.
saw.
Okay, so they here. Yeah.
Something like that. Now, you guys are following a path, and you can tell that there's a fork in this path that you're coming up to, and one goes towards that cage, and one goes to the cliff somewhere.
Yeah, and Nissel will say that Gavdos will say Nissel's notes showed that this goes down to the jetty and the lake crossing down to Pitamia's realm. I wonder if we can paste what we already have.
I was just gonna connect it because I mean, there's not a lot of space here.
Map maintenance later.
Yeah.
We are merging.
Okay, so
We are merging maps. Yes. Welcome to the north side of the Great Cavern.
Woohoo!
So this whole area gets brought over. It's all on the same level, on the same floor.
Awesome.
sick.
Actually, I mean, we could probably just cut this section and move it over there because there's much less.
Potentially, yeah. Just have the map join the existing blue map, stay how it is, and bring this stuff over there. Yeah, that makes sense for sure. Okay,
That seems much easier.
But yeah.
We'll
Jurassic Park theme music plays as you guys see the connection of the Force.
While our
quiet.
mappers are doing,
yeah.
Sorry, I was just going to say, while our mappers are doing that, are there any gatherable mushrooms that
so glad
the
you asked.
party know are safe?
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
Kit with me.
Yep.
I'm a witch.
There's at least 6 different mushrooms of interest. There are some with just like either only white ribs. There are some with white bulbs. There are ones that are blue. There are ones that are orange. There are ones that are yellow, and there are some that are white or /silver. The orange ones, I think people point out as they're colloquially known as orange lamps. Some people probably don't tell you to pick the bright yellow ones. Those are called eye openers. There are cloud caps. Those are the silver ones. You don't know about the blue ones and either the ones with white ribs or the ones with white bulbs either. You don't know what those do.
Can we take the ones we don't know, and somebody can use them at the alchemy lab?
They are pack one each sample.
Usart has plenty of space. What were the 2 we were missing? The white spotted ones, right?
There's a white bulb one. There's a white rib one. There's a blue one.
White bulb, white rib, and just blue one.
I've got some space if need be.
If you want to take more, sure. I mean, I grabbed one of each.
Out of the ones we already know of, are any particularly good for making poisons, or are practically good for poison use?
All of these are safe to eat, based on your analysis.
I think the cloud caps are widely used, though. Like a lot of different things.
This is what we know already.
Yeah, they're a substitute. I've got a herbalist kit, and it says it can hold 3 potion ingredients, mushrooms, monster parts, etc.
Nice.
Oh, perfect. You can take those: the white bulb, the white rib, and the blue one.
Yeah. Can you just paste them somewhere so I can copy correctly?
Eric did right above me in Hall's roll.
You think
and in the alchemy crafting section, we've got a little thing here, so we know about blue trumpets, cloud caps, white bulbs, eye openers, red veil, and the torch ones, I guess.
Yeah.
But we know potions for those first ones, I said.
Sorry, Rory, where did you put it? Is it on your sheet?
No, it's in Hall's rolls.
Oh,
what Eric posted. The white bulb, white rib, blue one.
Yeah, no, I can see it.
All right. while harvesting these mushrooms, one of you will pull up one of these blue ones, and there's an animal attached to it, but it looks dead, and it falls to the ground, and it's like a weird like crab or something like that. But it's actually no, it's an inanimate piece of metal. Maybe it used to belong on a chain. It's a manta ray. It is a decroded holy symbol.
The blue one is not blue trumpet, correct? That's a separate one.
No, it's blue trumpet. I forgot I gave you this stuff before.
Trumpet.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, to you, Hastar, that is a decroded holy symbol to Melkarton, god of sea, travel, merchants, and fair deals.
Melkarton. I'm assuming this is not used. This is not valuable at all, though.
Nope.
Holy symbols are pretty easy to come by and generally not valuable.
Technically, it has a treasure value, but I don't know whether or not it's worth a slot. It's up to you.
Mm-hmm. And on the theory that somebody might have been mulched here, can Gavdos feel any magic energies under the soil from all this sick magic?
Nothing. No magic.
That'd be nice.
All right. Shall we continue with the path? Oh, go ahead.
If Hastar doesn't take the holy symbol, I'll drop a torch and take it.
Oh, I'll take your torch then.
Oh, there you go.
I think we might need to light another torch, actually.
Yeah, I'll burn another of Usart's.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Two things. General marching. There is some distance, like lights from these orange lamps. So,
Light.
but that is any sort of light that you can find is juxtaposed with the fact that there's so many spores in the air and these woods are so tall. Your ability to see in a far distance is extremely hard. If you do not have these well-traveled paths in front of you, it would be very easy to get lost exploring these forests.
Oh, that's what this yellow is, a path.
Yeah,
There was two paths, though. This path was supposed to go off in two directions, not just
we come to a T.
Sorry, yeah,
One
there's
goes
a T.
to the cage, one goes down to the jetty.
Correct.
So further over here is the
Yeah.
So this cliff bit leads up to the same cliff that this was on, and this lower bit
It's about 70
is down
feet.
to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about 70 squares west of the turn.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever, how many that is. But yeah. This place
And
is
is
huge.
that like the cave wall that we're seeing where the water ends over here to the east?
You cannot see the end.
It keeps going. Okay.
Your torches cannot see that far.
All right. So that's unknown over there. Cool. I think that's us mapped.
Now,
should we...
on this side of the cliff, I would point out, if you're going to the cliffs, there is a set of iron rungs for rope, as well as some slowly burning, kind of smelly bug repellents. Like foul paste. If you remember Jelenios' stuff, way back in the before the war, at this point in January. that's
Is this where he fell?
No. But this is but a similar smelling concoction for a bug repellent is set up here. Which I guess I should probably create a alchemist. You need sting bat parts to create a bug repellent.
What section of the cliff is this on? Where these X's are?
I think things got moved around. No.
Mm-hmm.
This path, the path that's clearly like going down the thing would have where the there's not like stairs or anything like that. This will require climbing.
Yeah.
Also, you need to be very careful around the edge. Literally, like there's forest and then there's not.
Thousands of centipedes.
Yeah, there's forest and then there's not.
So it's tough to tell where the real edge is and such.
Yeah. So like if you had to run away and you were fleeing from something, it could be bad. I'm just flagging that out at this moment.
Do we want to search this iron prison?
I was going to say, yeah. I couldn't remember if you said it was completely locked off or something, but
I'm not sure, but none of this is explored. Nissa literally flew over and flew back immediately.
So yeah, let's go north and then explore this structure.
Yes. Okay. So as you approach, this box structure is literally a welded steel cage that's emerging from the massive, like, hewn cliff face in front as you get close.
Completely sealed?
No, there is a door the passageway is leading to with some torches there set up, and you can definitely hear the sounds of beastmen talking. So as you approach, they're going to call out. Before like you even get to see them in visual range, they'll call and say, "Halt! Who goes there?"
Greetings, beastmen. We are the Vulgarians.
Okay.
Can we see them? Or I
No.
would call out like, okay.
They're calling out before you get there.
Yeah.
The Vulgarians. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Look alive, boys. We have company.
Initiative.
You hear the sounds of people grabbing shields and stuff like that. Do you want to continue to approach?
And we can't tell if it's Sheep's Company or anything because we can't see them.
No. If I would say if you want to,
further south and west of Sheep's Companies.
Yeah. And if we go west, there's no clear path, right?
No.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
Do we want to try, or
So
should we just fight them?
I imagine it's like at this point, as you guys were getting like, you're probably maybe 2 move distances away from the cave. Like they try to keep a relatively like clear line to get to you. So you soon as you get close, and then when someone shouts, I imagine you all just like like if it's a forest or whatever, you guys post up behind the giant stalks of the mushrooms or whatever. Yeah, as they're calling out.
Sasha, D himself, and so on. What do you guys want to do? We kind of drove the first half, so you call the shots now.
I don't mind a fight. I've got a spell I really want to use.
Yeah, a few questions. One, I assume beastmen can see in the dark. Right?
No.
Yes.
They can't? Okay. How many... Can we see, like, torches, like, or light sources in there?
Yes.
I'm trying to figure numbers.
Yeah, you can see light sources in there. So they have a non-permanent way to see in the dark.
Would we know like levels of these creatures, or is that just something that we don't know? Because
they're not sleepable, I don't think.
It's just because a lot of my spells are like creatures of level 2 or lower, and if I'm just completely useless against them, that changes my opinion.
Probably depends on the size of the beastman, right? Like if it's
true.
Minotaur compared to like a tiny little sheep boy.
We'll soon find out, I guess.
I refer to you I refer to you asking the experiences of your companions for that kind of information.
Yeah. I think our previous history is none of them are sleepable. I can't remember if they are 4 or less for color spray and stuff. And generally they always are at least 6 plus 1. So like the normal 6 soldiers and then the 1 general or troop leader or something. And they're very militarized. They have tactics and like shield wall and stuff like that. And
you heard, when the sentry said "look alive" and you heard people moving around, you heard less than 10 but more than 4. Like confidently.
That couldn't be too bad.
Yeah.
You got some.
They're generally equipped with spears as their main stuff. So.
Thing is, if we fight them, are we gonna push through into their territory? Like, Is this their territory, or does this seem?
We
This is
kind of
all their
just come from their territory. Like this, they're probably. I mean, use this to determine if we want to fight them. But this is probably like a guard post for leading up to their Halls of Thoth base, right?
Probably.
So there's probably not even treasure here.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
But it also might be connected into like it could
So-
be many levels, and there could be stairs down or something. And
Yeah, it is quite a big structure, so it could be lootable.
Okay.
And we
I mean,
did clear in the conversation that we're not going to sour the negotiation by having.
Yeah, they specifically said there's no treaty, good hunting, and we were heading right towards that.
Offense.
We can prove them wrong on that.
They'll respect us for our strength if we do this, Church said.
Yeah, true. I mean, we could find out if they're sheep company, if they are think one way, and if they're not even the same company, we could just roll them.
I think if we see that it's sheep company, maybe we'll yell out something, and then we'll at least have like one round of combat. I'm not too worried about it, but I also have a crap ton of health, and can probably hold up against them. I think it's more the rest of y'all.
I can probably get off quite a defensive spell for us that might make them even unable to attack us. So could be safe, could be dangerous.
I mean, do it or don't do it, but let's go.
Yeah, I'm playing my least squishy level 1. I'm happy to go.
Okay. Yep. Then
let's do it.
All right.
Me and my 4 hit points are happy to go.
Yeah.
I will. Hearing them getting ready, I will run up as close to the door as possible as I can.
Okay. Roll initiative. So you hit line of sight. You'll roll initiative. Ooh.
Church on
it. Church aching for battle.
That's my new favorite character. What a legend. He's got all the lines.
Sasha beat you. It's true though.
It's swooping.
Sorry, is initiative a dex-based thing? Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's funny. I'm so used to side initiative. You're like roll initiative. I'm like, oh yeah, we've all got to roll initiative.
Yeah, no, that's I've just been used to one person doing it.
All right, Sasha goes first.
We're quite a long way into the session. Could we have a little break before this?
You know what? That's a dang good idea.
Yeah.
All right, hang on. Let's go to a break.
Cool.
And then we'll start. Cool. We can get started. I believe it is starting with Sasha. Got Dagfin. Roll the best.
Yeah. So you briefly described the like mushroom tree stalk type things.
Mm-hmm. Right. So let me
are they good enough to be behind cover?
Yes. But let me describe to you what you're seeing, or at least when you get close to the cages for what you can see.
Oh dear God.
No, sorry. They should be soldier. Not
okay.
they're not 7 each. Yeah. No, I wouldn't.
Okay.
No, there are. You can see there are 7 soldiers who are not forming up into a formation, but rather taking individual cover. From what you can see, and you can see there's a lot of like boxes of supplies and stuff like that inside this area as well.
They're
lastly,
inside a multi-level cage, is it? And
yeah, the cage is like 30 feet tall. Floor? They're all on the ground floor. There is a door in the back. You can probably make out
into the cave wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can imagine there's a lot of boxes for cover and things like that in this area. So all of them will have kind of cover and stuff like that as well.
Okay.
So is big metal cage, like how big are gaps between the bars? Like big enough to squeeze through or not?
No, not big enough to squeeze through.
Big enough to shoot through though? Probably.
Yeah, you can fit an arm through because this cage is 15 foot high. Allows you to kind of really easily see through and also kind of collect mushrooms through, but not squeeze through. It's designed to not let things in.
It's like a cope cage for picking mushrooms.
And the door's closed, presumably.
Yes.
The path connects to the door. The
Correct.
Off-center
Yeah.
type path.
Imagine if it didn't. Yeah.
Could I shoot an arrow at somebody in the cave before they get behind cover, or somebody who's not behind cover?
I'll give you a 33% chance, given that you have a limited avenue of line of sight through the woods, well as that stuff. So let's see. Yeah, looks like you can. Now you will not be ambushing them. They were aware of you coming up, but I will allow you to hit them without cover.
Cool. And a small wordy thing. The Whisking Gun ability Mighty says +1 to hit and +1 melee damage in melee. I know the +1 damage is clearly in melee. Is the +1 to hit only melee as well?
How have we been playing it, guys? I don't know.
I thought it was to everything.
The
Plus
+1 damage is melee specifically. It specifically says in melee at the end of the description. But I just wanted to check the to hit.
I've only played melee fighter Whisking.
Yeah, I think everyone's only been melee. I think the intention is melee.
Yeah, I think it's +1 to hit in melee, +1 damage in melee.
I feel very unlikely to use that with my -3 strength modifier, but that's fine.
Well, you could have, dex weapons, right? Daggers and short swords. And
Yes, no, that's true.
Yeah, finesse weapons.
hand axes.
No, I have a dagger. But yeah, that's fine. So let me just update this. I've still got a +4 to hit.
Ten is not going to be enough to hit them.
Do we start with luck?
We do.
Yes.
Yeah, we left from Gosterwick.
There's a shrine in our base that if you touch before the session.
I was just double checking that it's still applied. 21.
21 definitely hits. Yes, well done.
Short bows just do. Four damage
Nice.
to whoever is in the least amount of cover.
Yep. Okay, this one is.
And then I'll retreat to cover as I reload. That's my turn.
Oh, it's me. Okay.
No, it's not.
Is it me next?
Yeah.
It's down the
Bonus.
order.
Yeah.
Perfect. My eye bite spell is ranged near. Is there anyone within range of that, or do I have to approach it a little further?
If you move forward, you would be in near range. So where Hastar is.
Perfect.
So,
Is there cover around there?
When we started initiative, we are kind of like 2 move distances away from. So like you're, I should pick a different color, right? Like kind of zonally speaking, so that would work. So you just move in. Yeah, there's plenty of cover. As long as you're not on the main road, you can kind of be in the trees or the mushrooms, and that'll be fine.
Awesome. I'm going to make eye contact with someone and then bite their eyes.
Okay.
With my mind. Hey, success.
Cool.
So that is
What does that
1d4, and they can no longer see me either until the end of the round.
Oh, nice.
Is it-
Yeah, until
Is it you or everybody?
one creature you target takes 1d4 damage and can't see me until the end of its next turn.
The magical one.
Yeah,
Cool.
3 damage as well.
Okay, I'll pick the same guy you just hit before. He seemed like he was already available to hit, so okay.
Okay.
Actually, sorry. For the last bit of my turn, would I be able to send Oppius, my otter, up closer towards the bars, like darting in and around cover?
Mm-hmm. definitely.
I have an
They just
idea.
double move. Yeah, yeah. I think your otter can fit through the bars. Now it's Gavdos's turn.
Okay. So maybe these distances aren't really representative, right? We're 2
No.
moves away.
No.
Okay.
When we started initiative, you were 2 moves away.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah.
So
yeah.
some people are 1, and now other people are 2.
Yeah. So I'd say from the look of the map, I'm probably 2, I guess.
Yeah.
So I will try to line up these 2 soldiers here with a lightning bolt. Succeeding. 6 damage to both.
Nice.
And I'll duck behind a mushroom, staying at my far distance. Oh, and sorry, I have a hireling catch. What can cat do at range? But I'll try to fascinate one, and we'll find out if they're level 5 or less. DC 15 plus 4.
I definitely think they're less than level 5.
Oops. And
Womp.
fails. But it's not
Critical
a spell.
fail. Miss it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not a spell.
He's
Mm.
Okay.
fascinated by his own words.
Yeah.
That was good.
You just
That's
start
done.
coughing.
Yeah.
They're
He
not
needs to
impressed
write
by
that one
Wonder.
down.
Start singing about the wondrous wall that they have.
Mm-hmm.
It's your turn, Eric.
Okay. I think with the lightning bolt, they're gonna change their tactics.
Oh, it's a metal cage. Did it ricochet off and hit everybody?
No,
Yeah,
but
totally.
it would hit the it would go through the whole cage. But nope. I think they're just going to fall back and be like, we need to get out. They have lightning. They have a lightning bolter. Like they ain't doing that. Okay. We can kind of get out of initiative if you want. If they're gonna make their stand further in.
Mm-hmm.
Are they closing the door behind them?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Oh, well, do we just head in then?
And presumably
Yeah.
this one's locked, right?
It is locked.
Like
Yeah.
the supplies
I-
and stuff.
I do have an idea, which I was going to try next, if you don't mind humouring me.
Yeah.
Through Oppius, he's going to ride over to the bars, and I'm going to summon Cauldron in between the bars. Would a presence of a cauldron appearing between the bars be enough to bend them?
No, you'll
So
get a Windows log off sound as the
Okay.
cauldron. It tries to summon itself, and there's not enough space for it.
Okay, fair
You could
enough.
summon it behind the bars. You can't bend them though.
Fair enough.
I've got a crowbar. I'm assuming this door
Mhm.
is locked, so I can just crank it open.
Yeah,
We have
time-
a thief,
with
right? We can
time
let
tools and
Sean-
training.
Okay.
You wanna just do that?
Just checking in terms of the thievery tools. It says you have the tools of the trade if you're a thief.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
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 You can unlock anything, pretty much.
So when you crowbar, you force the door open, breaking the lock.
Let's let the thief do it.
Okay.
Is that what
Yeah.
you want to do?
Yeah, let the thief do it. I was still in combat mindset of like quickly get in there.
Ah, I know. Okay.
Cool.
You don't need to roll to lock pick.
Oh, yeah,
you just
you
do it.
Oh, I don't. Oh,
No.
Oh,
You're not under
oh,
pressure.
Yeah.
Check, yeah.
Yeah. So the soldiers have fled. To take up a better defensive position.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we take time and lock it.
Yeah. Gavdos will cover the door whilst you guys do it.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Just like stand against the door.
Oh, actually physically hold it shut? Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Chert and Hastar can maybe do that. Just
Alright.
prop 2 dwarves against it, you know?
Yeah.
yeah.
And then the rest of y'all can rummage around and loot.
Okay. Yeah, we search all their boxes and such.
Okay.
And it's tall, but are there multiple floors or a balcony or anything, or it's just one box?
It's just one. All right.
Okay.
So we're going to take some time to look through their boxes.
Mm-hmm. Gonna guess there's mushrooms inside.
All right. The boxes contain dried rations. Dried mushrooms, filled water skins, and a dozen torches, as well as 10 uses of that noxious smelling bug repellent paste.
That sounds useful.
I'll grab 3 torches.
You would need a
Is it-
flask for the bug repellent stuff because it's like in a cauldron or like a like a large container.
Okay.
I have 2 empty flasks, so I'm going to fill both of them up with bug repellent.
Nice.
Sounds good. Is that 10 flasks worth in a cauldron?
Chert and has 10 flat. Yes, yeah, 10. There's 10 in the cauldron.
Mhm.
Chert and Hastar, as time is passing, yeah, you would definitely feel the sense of Thrones trying to open this door here.
Does it push out to us or pulls open? I guess we would have seen that when we got onto the door.
It would be the hinges are on the inside because it's defensive,
Oh,
so it pushes out.
okay.
Okay.
So then we would have to be holding it
Unless
instead
we
of
put a
just sitting against it.
pit
Yeah.
You're-
against it.
Mhm.
Wait.
No.
If it opens-
It opens out, so you would have to be against it.
We're blocking it.
Yeah, they're bracing it from.
Oh,
Yeah.
out from their side
Yeah.
We're outdoors.
into this room.
Yeah, or out
Yeah.
into the cavern. Yeah. Rather.
Yeah.
So it's good. You're bracing it. Like
Yeah.
you want.
Then yeah. So they're trying to shove it open, and we're
Question: Are we gonna burn everything that we don't take?
nah, just
Fine.
miscellaneous rations and stuff. I think what's more interesting is getting
Oh.
through here and continuing to explore.
Do we want to explore in that cave or just very safely leave them inside
I think we
and
should.
explore the rest of the fungal forest?
I mean, I don't think that we're prepared to fight really 18, 20 people. So
Okay, well, Gavdos says, leave it to me, and casts a spell called Wizard Lock, which is like an
Oh,
amped up
nice.
version of
Yeah.
Arcane Lock or whatever the normal one is.
Uphold portal.
let's
Yeah.
do this.
So you're just gonna lock the door?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the
That's
Ultra Lock.
sick. Yeah, that's so sick.
This is basically the spell he enchanted into that door of Grelda, so it's
Yeah.
pretty powerful.
Awesome.
I love that.
Locked. He says, all right, boys. Shall we continue on? I think they have some boats down by the jetty, if I remember the story.
Yeah. We don't want to blindly go through the untreaded path to the west. We want to try to go to this cave.
We could definitely try.
There
Maybe
are-
the hags in there. Otherwise,
There are no trails or anything to the west.
mhm.
Okay.
But we know the
Then-
caves to the west
Correct.
is where the witch is, right?
Yeah. So that could mean these areas that we were exploring,
Yeah.
or it could
Mhm.
mean this cave. But this is
Or
a
the-
good chance to check this cave. We've never had the boat access before.
Yeah.
There are
Is
two
there a boat
boats.
here?
2.
Nice.
Two boats. Nice. Let's do it.
Each one can fit
Pop
6
it.
people.
We need to take 2.
7. Sorry,
or
7.
Mm.
Also, now that we've taken the bug repellent, can we just leave the door open? I'm feeling spiteful.
yeah.
Yeah.
You'd have to take both boats for
Oh, the
the whole
front door?
party to fit.
Yeah.
You
Now-
said one boat can fit 7?
Yeah, it could fit a banda across. So,
We have 7.
Mhm. Okay. We'll just
Oh,
take
yeah.
one then.
I forgot. I still have Shack Shuttle in the thing sheet. So
Oh yeah.
my count was wrong. Okay.
Now, just
so-
technically, we know this
oh.
hag is pretty dangerous. so
wait,
we could...
stand by. I'm sorry. We're glossing over something. We have glossed over the climb down.
Ah,
Okay.
yes.
Sorry.
Okay.
We have to rewind. I know we're not in combat, but this is still
Yep.
something I'm not willing to say without
Totally.
a question and navigating. Right. So again, this is like a 30-foot cliff crawling with centipedes. Now the passageway that you have down here is iron rungs with the intention of you looping your own rope through to help you get down. There is paste that is providing some resistance from the chance of centipedes, but centipedes would attack God if the coward would leave heaven. So just be careful.
Well, we can put some on us if you want. I've got some repellent with me.
I mean, is there any centipedes super close by? We can just sleep them.
Oh, that's a good point. For all the bug repellent that we didn't take, we could just use it.
Yeah, let's slather it on.
Boom.
All right.
Yeah, we'll just go dunk ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, what I would say is centipede. So I'll tell you this. That's not a guaranteed way to stop them, but I would say that it gives you a 50% chance of them avoiding you.
Let's just
Might
sleep
as
on.
well. Well, let's put the thing on as well. Anyway, just in case we come across other stuff.
There's plenty of bugs in this world. Yeah.
Sure.
Is
sleeping
burning the bug repellent any different? Or does it have to be warm?
No, what they've done is basically made citronella candles to kind of like burn with the torches. So like that's an option, or you can use it as a paste. Now, so it's like maybe not. It's an oil. I guess anyways. Okay, so to get down, the question is whether or not they will. So the one rope and tying it up would be okay. But then the question would be whether or not you're attacked on the way down. There are too many centipedes for a single sleep spell. Now, if you wanted to cast 3 sleep spells successfully, I think I'd be willing to say, with the oil and the fact that you're climbing down, you have a 5 out of 6 chance of avoiding centipedes.
I mean, let's just cast what we can. Anything that attacks us, that's less centipedes.
Okay. I'll try a casting.
Each of these will take a turn unless, or multiple people are doing it.
That's
2.
2 successful sleeps.
And someone else want to do one more. So there'd be like one round after. This is having an effect. You're watching the centipedes like fall and stuff, but like there's still some inside the cliffs.
Or did you have a sleep? I thought maybe.
We've only got 2 wizards here today, right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought the witch had something.
No, it would
Sleep
be one of you would do the next round. Yeah.
Yeah, I do
Good.
the next.
Okay.
Okay, so just do another round.
All right. Cool. So then, as long as everybody gets down, you have a 5 out of 6 chance to get down just fine.
Okay. The rope's there.
Yeah.
We've sleeped what we can.
So just don't roll a 1 as you climb. So basically the question is, what we're doing here isn't whether or not you can make it down safely. You're getting down safely. The question is whether or not you might get bit one time on the way down.
We're good.
Okay. Or an attack roll against you by a.
Yep. Okay. So we get to the boat. I take the rope.
No.
Back.
Fellas, sorry. No, this is an individual roll, not a group roll.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Just a D6, right?
Yeah. Don't roll a 1.
I'm good.
Come on, Paul.
Oh,
I got to roll for Usart too.
You
Sure,
throw
just
the
wants to fight that bad.
you obviously you don't have your shield when you're going down either, if that matters.
Yeah, that still doesn't hit.
Yeah, I figured. It's like crawls on your forearm, right, and tries to like bite through the metal, and you just flick it off. Yeah, as you climb down. Yeah, sick. Cool. Yeah, good. That's all. All right, now you make it just fine. No other. You solved my centipede trap. There's a bunch of centipedes on the ground, by the way. If you just want to smash them.
Yeah, just start coup de grace and everything.
Yeah.
A little bit of XP.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
44 centipedes
There's
dead.
literally 44 centipedes dead right now.
Maybe a lot of XP.
You did not make a single dent into the number of centipedes in that cliff.
Are
We just
they
need to
venomous?
Fireball the side of the
They are
wall.
venomous. Yes.
Could I take a few heads?
Yeah, for sure.
How
They will-
many heads could I put in a slot?
Or a herbalist kit, because I don't mind carrying stuff for you if it's more convenient.
Let's say let's three into a slot.
Cool.
They will last a week. So if you want to do something good with them, you need downtime.
You got to use them quick.
Cool.
But it's better to juice them while they're fresh, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll go inert in a little bit. So, but yeah, I think between 44 dead of them, dead lads, I'm sure you can get some of it. But
So we pop on the boat,
Yeah.
row over to this cave.
Starting to get a little bit scared of this hag.
Oppius is going
Well-
to swim in the water next to the boat just to see if anything's going to approach us from the water.
There's crabs
cool.
and stuff.
Yeah.
you're getting in the water?
No, my otter is going to swim alongside
Oh, right.
the boat.
Yeah. Okay.
And keep a watch just in case anything is approaching from the water.
Okay. There is a creepy island in the distance. I think people told you about. I just want to flag that to you all. Yeah, but on the other western wall, 10 feet above the water, there is a cave. As you all get on these Beastman Kuras,
Oh, it's only 10 feet?
10 feet off the.
Oh,
Yeah.
10 feet up?
from the water.
Sorry, up. Yeah, I should say off.
Yeah.
Up.
Cool, yeah. Easy enough.
We never did go on this island,
No.
to be honest. Maybe.
Yeah, we
does
did.
It look like
We-
a
we-
treasury. Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah, we've had combat on there. We had a bunch of
There's-
javelins back and
yeah. I
forth.
think that
That's
was my
when
first
Paul
session.
did the crab
I
battle.
remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is
I
crab
almost
strats.
drowned and Paul had to like pull me across onto the island.
That's what. I mean, Paul, you've certainly earned your stars, but that was definitely a session where you earned your stars. All right.
Also, just as some flavor, Dagfinn is holding the Mel Carton, the holy symbol that he found.
Oh, the rusted
since it-
one. Yeah.
Travel, right?
Sick. All right. So I guess one puzzle in order to get over to the cave that we're interested in is how are you going to lash your boats? Other than that, I think you can kind of get up there, no problem. I'm not going to ask you to make a climb check 10 feet, but I am curious about what you're going to do to keep these boats from just drifting away or anything.
Do they have
We have
oar
pistons?
holes? Do they have oar holes?
Yeah.
Then we can just run the rope through it and spike it on and leave it there.
Okay. You got spikes.
Spike it up to the cave.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I've got spikes and that rope, and it's only 10 feet, so there should be plenty
Yeah.
of slack.
Sure. Commit 2 spikes and we can.
Done.
Do you have spare rope for climbing or?
I have rope.
It's 60 feet of rope. I'm assuming
Yeah.
we're not using the whole thing to run it through the hole.
No, but do you have 230 pieces of rope or
I have another rope.
are you
if
making it all
need
one thing? Yeah.
A
You got
rope
a
is 60
knife.
feet.
Yeah.
We only got to go up 10 feet.
So you're going to use like the same rope, but some of it's lashing the boat and the rest of it using for climbing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You're just using the whole rope. Okay. Sure.
I mean, is that fine?
It comes back
Yeah,
down
yes.
from the spike.
Sure, cuts the rope in half.
Yeah, that's fine with me. I just need one person to get up there first because I assume you need to like spike that thing at
Yep.
the top, right?
I'll,
50 feet.
I'll climb. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got the thievery
Your
skill.
thief. Yeah. So I will. Yeah, I will ask. I will ask one person to get up there just to lock it in, and then no one else needs to roll. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I roll with advantage, right?
Yep.
'Cause I'm a thief.
You just need a 12. This is easy.
Church, like, that's got to be at least 16 feet, 20 feet. I don't know.
Good
I
job, I had that advantage. Yep.
Yeah.
Easy.
I mean, you'd fall into the water and not take damage. Like maybe you just climb again and not use the.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll
you
get a
have
good laugh.
advantage.
I had advantage. Yeah.
Well,
So you
no,
have
the
advantage, not luck.
there's
Good.
this is I can flavor with the description of why you get stunned for a second. When you get to the top, the cave is extremely humid and hot. I mean, like 120 F. So like that's like 40, 43 or like 47
Yeah.
in actual country temperature.
Toasty.
Ooh.
Yeah, right.
Is there
I think
like
it's
some kind of
46, 47.
volcanic or spring or something that you guys have encountered?
No.
No.
Okay.
Furthermore, looking at this cave, you're in the mouth of a 10-foot wide cave that then after 10 feet quickly expands into 20 feet and then beyond, but what beyond is very tough to describe because there are massive beams of minerals, I mean, I know what I doubt you know what selenite gypsum is, but it's just a kind of a white mineral that are crisscrossing this chamber like a massive geode. And yeah, like there's like just like kind of steam, and you can see the drippings of water from condensation from the ceiling, kind of forming and hitting these things and dropping. So it kind of is creating this sort of like boop boop, like the plop sounds, you know, off everything up here. Yeah, and so
these really.
This is like a Catherine
really
Zeta-Jones dipping beneath lasers, long boy. Yeah.
This thing, yeah.
This is a.
yeah. Awesome.
You immediately look at this and you're like, thank God I'm a thief. It sucks for everyone else. As you're going to have to traverse through this thing, dipping and climbing over this stuff.
A good thing I'm a dwarf.
Also, you don't have you also don't have a torch lit, so I guess you probably can see everything up there.
Yeah.
As you're hammering in the rope for everyone else. So that's all you can see from like the ambient light from the torch below.
We've got 30 minutes. Do we want to try to push through here a little bit?
Yeah. See what's valuable or anything.
Yeah, maybe
even if we don't gather it.
Can your otter kind of run ahead and see? Oh, I didn't realize that photo I posted had like a person creepily figurine in there.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Yeah, he can scout, and also if he sees the hag, he'll speak to them and just introduce himself, because as a familiar, they might be familiar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll ask Oppius to go ahead and just see if he can scout a path.
Okay. Oppius, are you sure, boss? Okay. Going into this chamber for more than one round is going to require a Constitution check because of how hot it is. You're a superheated sauna.
Yeah, no, it's not fair on his little feet. No, hop back in my hood.
Yeah. You know, and
only we had some.
It's literally 100% humidity, if that matters. Like fictionally, like this is like, you know, wet bulb.
This is just Texas summer.
Classic Texas. Yeah, this is literally just a Texas summer. It's average Texans. But yeah, this is so this is tricky without some sort of adaptive qualities.
We know some other cool caves we could explore instead. Gavdos could become gas and map it out if we want to map, but that would probably take the whole session, I guess. And the gas might still take damage, maybe.
Up here is a river that's flowing this way.
We want to just move on to other areas?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm happy with that. A quick question though. I think previously you guys mentioned that heat resistance was gifted to the Beastmen by a different faction. Is that like a faction specific thing that they have heat resistance, and which faction?
The Setites.
And the Setites is the former Setite area to the west, right? So maybe they
have a huge area of the map that we'll point out after the session.
Cool. All right.
It's massive. Yeah.
So then should we just take the boat down to the Fire Method caves?
I mean, we could go into these caves, right? Because we've got lots of branches that we didn't look in. And
I mean, there's undead in there, but I can turn undead. Okay.
Just in that one room, right?
Is there any chance we can row west up here?
Up the waterfall?
Oh, is that
a river?
Waterfall?
No, that's just a river.
This is currents, right?
We could
channel.
Yeah.
The channel,
How fast
technically.
is it? Can we row against it?
Yeah, you can do it.
Sure, let's try that.
Yeah, sounds good.
Take the boat up here.
Yeah, let's just leave the people till we get off the boat. Okay.
So you can. So when I say you can, it will require checks to do.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Because this is because it's basically getting funneled in and kind of going fast. But you can probably do it.
Kurt, are you grit strength?
Oh, I forgot to pick grit. Oh my god, why this moment now? I should be. I have low strength, so maybe it would make sense to take strength as the grit, so I have advantage on strength rolls.
Okay. So then I guess with all of us rowing,
we're looking at a 15 to do it. I'll give you all advantage because you have someone else helping you row, but I am going to need each boat somebody to be the designated roller.
I think we've only got one boat, right? Yeah.
We're
No,
just
you-
in
Because
one
we
boat.
can fit
Yeah.
7 in a boat.
Right. Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry, you have one boat.
Yeah, there's
you
no
need-
8 person.
We need a roll of 15 or a combined strength of 15.
No, you need a roll of 15. Like the difficulty is going to
Mhm.
be 15. With it, you have advantage.
Is it plus strength or just advantage?
No, it's definitely with strength because you're going against the current.
Okay, well, I'm
And-
+2. Anybody higher?
No.
No.
Well, I'm
Minus
+2 strength, I think, and I would have advantage from grit.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cold.
uh,
Yeah.
By the way.
This is cold, clear water pouring down on you.
I will luck that.
Failure means you don't make any progress.
Yeah, it's fine. It's almost end of
At least
session.
we
So we
don't
just spend a...
under turn.
Okay.
Damn. All right, so you start to make your way, and yeah, you get pushed back, and you don't make any progress. You're still like in that spot between the jetty and the rest of the channel. So yeah, what I would describe is that you can clearly see like the beach kind of closes up here, but and the river tightens, and as it gets tightened and funneled through, that's where the fastest bits of the water is, right? So
Where it gets stronger. Yeah.
yeah, so that's where you're having that's where you're riding the struggle bus. As far as your torchlight goes, you cannot see any like exits or anything from the stream in the next like
Mhm.
distance you would go. And I would
this is all
require a
cliff
strength check
still?
for unless you come up with a better way than just saying I'm just gonna like outmuscle the river. I would require a strength check to get each
Do
like
we
increment.
have anything like climbing picks or anything like that where we can use the cliff wall to basically guide the boat a little bit and like stop us moving back at least?
I have a
So that we don't have
pickaxe and spikes.
Oh yeah, okay. Because like, I mean, I don't know how good a pickaxe is at this, but like, smash that into the wall, pull forward, so that you don't have to do it all in one. We can just take it slow, and you don't have to like burn yourself out.
That would work. It would just take time.
That makes sense. Like an ice axe kind of thing.
Yeah. So do we want to do that then?
Sure.
Okay.
If
Cool.
we
we
can
just-
turn this into encounter checks for progress, that'd be nice.
yeah.
Yeah. And we have a thief just in case there's very obvious secret doors on these cables. Yeah, we're looking up as well.
Okay.
Like, how far do we get before anything?
Right. So time passes as you are progressing this. I will ask. We can move on as long as you're willing to mark off a whole torch. This is how long it takes.
Mhm.
Sure.
I'll
Sounds good.
delete one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to go 3 moves of this. So you're going to have to. I think you're going to probably have to use all of your spikes to do this.
Okay.
I think 10 spikes
Okay.
is
Yeah, I've got 10, so perfect.
10 will get you just far enough where you can see off of the to the north there is a sloping up kind of solid land. I would not call it like a base. It just kind of looks like it's a, if it rains, this is kind of what funnels down. But it's not raining.
And how far?
Like a 5-foot kind of beach, and it's I
Can you draw the rest of the river so we know like where we
yeah.
actually end up?
40, 60. It's about here
Mhm.
going up.
So
Slopes
we get
up.
to here.
And
Continues.
that's like a beach.
Yeah, barely a beach, but yeah.
Let's get off there and have a look. Sounds cool.
Yeah, and then we might be able to meet up with the walkway that was up there previously.
Oh yeah. So we'll drag
to
the
get
beach.
back.
We'll
Drag the boat.
what's the word? Beach the boat.
Beach the boat.
Which
Here,
side are
on
we
the
getting off on? The west or
the
the?
north side.
North.
Northern bit.
All right. Yeah. No.
Okay.
Mhm.
With our torch out, what do we?
Do you want to magically lock the boat so no one steals it?
I don't think it
So
works that way.
it's not like a temperature heat change or anything like that. What I would describe is that it's very hard to hear any kind of sounds of creatures or anything like that, given the rushing of the water where you're at. But you can see that this thing will slope up at least 20 feet, clambering up. But about 10 feet up, you can see that there's a sort of a T intersection. In fact, it's actually kind of a five-way junction of a confluence of steeper steps going in, and it smells putrid. I think probably the easiest way to describe it is immediately up ahead.
A Jira of zombies waiting for us. That was a joke on your confluence.
Oh.
Players.
Oh. Damn.
Atlassian, we made it. Did you say
What a
5
terrible
ways,
time for
Eric?
me
Is
to
it a
take a
kind of
drink
a
of water.
V? Something like that? 5 ways?
Correct. Yes.
Stop it.
Yeah, and they all are like steeply kind of sloping in. You can see that like, oh, each of these ones is,
This is
Sorry,
Coming down.
just double checking. Are the squares 10 feet or 5 feet?
5 feet.
Cool. This is twice as far, guys. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, this is
Oh,
No,
5
no, no,
this
this is a 10
10.
feet, but sorry, the width is 5 feet. The
Yeah,
length
okay,
is
yeah.
10. We use a 10-foot grid for mapping, but yeah, it's
Oh,
five-
yeah. Okay.
rather than 10 by 10.
So I
it's
did
5.
it right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
all right.
you did it right. I just misinterpreted the question.
Yeah.
So when we get up here to the center,
Yeah, so,
does any of these look more promising?
I don't know who has your where's your light
Usart's behind me.
behind you? Okay. Promising for treasure. I think when you get up like about where you're at, you can definitely hear the sounds of munching and screeing and like squeaking and stuff happening off to your west. That definitely sounds habitated.
Rat sound.
Yeah. It's a pretty good guess.
Could be ghost rats, though.
Ghosts.
The rest of it's okay. You also you will also spot going up this, I will say this, I'll mark it in yellow, this direction X, this northeastern V.
Mm-hmm.
You will also see a bit of shedded scales.
Oh, do we have a goblin with us? No. We should be very careful.
The scales look to be belonging to a lizard approximately Irish wolfhound size.
Is that how big the ambush lizards are?
Yep.
Do we see anything in the
Okay.
center here? I'm assuming this is a runoff area that a bunch of
It's
stuff.
it's a runoff area that's everything's collecting. I would say that the main slope, like the steepest slope, is this one in yellow. I think that's probably indicative. But all the other, but every other egress point from here is as quiet as the grave. Now, obviously, you have the rushing water behind you.
There's no loot that's. I'm assuming any loot that would have been gathered here in the center probably washed off into the river.
Correct.
Whenever.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
So, like, that is not necessarily. This is not a level point. Is a good description.
Let's go west.
Sorry.
Like,
Also, I
rats
shouldn't
are
put these arrows in there because that's not helpful. Because technically,
Rats are
it's
pretty
sloping up,
easy.
not down.
Yeah.
For you.
Rats are pretty easy. Much better than invisible ambush lizards.
Okay.
So maybe we want to go that way.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. It is when you get up there and you can see there is a 10-foot slope that is almost like a conical kind of form. I would not describe. No, it's not this big. It's like 10 feet, and it gets even. Sorry, the other way. I reverse it. Until it opens.
It gets bigger.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's kind of just like a detachment 15 by 20-ish square, or like ovoid chamber.
Mm-hmm.
Inside this natural cavern, it does not take long, or it's immediately apparent what's going on. There is at least a dozen or more giant rats who are all feasting on the carcass of something blubbery and green and transparent,
Whoa, who did that?
or like faux transparent.
Like a slime.
Yeah. You can't see if there's any treasure or anything like that, because like the whole middle of the floor just looks like a ratty rug. And I can't imagine that you're gonna have a chance to be surprise these things.
So do we do initiative right now, or?
I mean, it depends. I mean, if you leave immediately, yeah, you're.
I mean, Usart was just gonna immediately cast sleep.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go to initiative because I think what we'll see is like a couple of them will turn and like hiss and stuff like that, and that'll kind of get the attention of the other ones. And as long as you guys are not going to, they think you're gonna try to take their food, so
yeah,
you can,
and we are
for sure. All right, so as long as you can.
19. Eric, 22.
Come on, Eric.
Everybody roll.
Oh, jeez.
Cool.
Shame we got rid of our oil.
Yeah.
Eric goes first.
We didn't put it in the cauldron, did we?
Yeah, I don't think. Oh yeah,
No.
we did roll.
Oh no, that was a good idea. We should
Okay, so here's what's all right. Hastar, you're not going to be able to block up the channel for rats.
Okay, it's bigger than 5 feet.
Yeah, well, rats can eat. Also, like they will either begin to climb over you, they will go around you, they will like. So what's going to happen is, let's see. I'm going to roll a d6 to see how many. Wait, what would be the fairest way to determine of the whole family of rats who are currently eating, which percent would run off and come after you and do this quickly?
The number of rats.
D6 rats.
That's true. I'll just do the number. Oh, one rat. Yeah.
The brave rat.
God.
Yeah.
Dude.
The other one is too hungry.
Also, like wins initiative is ready to go. All right, Hastar, you're gonna die. Yum, yum, yum. Okay. Maybe not.
Just kind of look at it and like
all right,
kick it away.
14 other rats are currently doing the munch. Just
All right.
14 rats in there. Okay.
my turn's over.
Okay, Paul.
Yeah, so I guess.
You're not getting through, Hastar.
Yeah.
He's a fighter. Can't he just push past me?
That's a good point.
There's only one person here too, so
I'll use luck on that. I don't know if if that'll hit. Oh my god, get out of here.
I mean
12 would have hit for sure.
12 would have hit a rat, I think.
Well, too late.
Actually, probably. But anyway, Chirk throws a hand axe into the room and misses the rat.
Ding, ding, ding. Yep. Misses.
I mean, would the 12 have hit? He wouldn't have needed to use the luck.
He already.
Well,
left.
I think you use luck before you know if it'll hit, and
Oh, right. Okay.
and then you take the results regardless. So it was
Okay.
a gamble.
That makes sense. Okay.
I mean, look, I wouldn't be as much as a stickler about this if it was, for example, Sasha, or somebody. But like,
yeah.
This is like our 20th session. You fought rats before. You should.
It's not my fault. I'm a 20 session newbie. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Does a 3 hit?
Boom.
Great callback.
You might want to luck that.
Yeah. Damn. Okay. All the rats fall asleep for sure.
Alrighty.
Damn, good sleep.
Usar just like blows off the wizard guns.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then we walk in there and start stepping on all of them.
Yeah. The sleepy glitter.
So today
I
we've
think-
killed 44 centipedes and 12 rats.
It's the level
15.
1 tutorial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the
yeah.
tutorial
The,
mission.
the only thing missing is somebody's dungeon to clear this out of, or somebody's basement.
Yeah. fully.
Yeah.
Basement,
Can I
basement.
Can I take a dagger, cut open one of the rats, and check how whether this ooze has impacted them in a surprising way, just to prepare us for whatever they've eaten, because it feels like an ooze, and they normally have biologically surprising things.
So, this is a believer. Okay, you would be surprised that yes, these rats are like this. What they're eating should probably be destructive to them. They're eating the remains of a gelatinous cube.
So a gelatinous
Spicy.
cube can only hold so many rats before it's overwhelmed.
Yeah, this cube has been dead for a long time. But
There's a certain level of fermentation where it becomes
Yeah.
non-caustic.
Yeah,
Yum.
exactly. All right. So yeah, the anatomy of the rats show that they can eat a gelatinous cube at some point.
Which means we could eat a gelatinous cube, maybe.
At some point.
You want it?
Dig
Right.
in.
I'm just
It's
thinking,
there.
like,
Six-
it could be a
Delicious
secret
in dungeon.
ingredient in a new ale or something.
Delicious
Yeah.
dungeon. Make a new jelly.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Amongst the treasure here is 63 copper pieces.
We're rich.
Do any of them detect? Oh, never mind.
We all wait for Eric to finish that.
There is, yes. In addition, there is also a single bracer.
Mm.
Does it have bowls on it?
No.
Decorated.
It has horses on it.
Usart,
Yeah.
Those. Do you want to magic ping this stuff?
Is it vibrating?
Usart doesn't have detect magic.
But wizards have
Yes.
like an innate
Yeah.
magicish.
It is very faintly magical.
Mm-hmm.
Obvious. I think you would know that without its pair, it's basically won't do anything.
Useless.
Okay. I won't bother doing
But-
a detect magic then.
Does it have any markings on it or like?
Horses.
Yeah, it's
etchings?
it's eloquent. It's elegantly carved with horses. In full
Oh,
gallop.
sorry.
Oh, horses. Okay.
Could be a
Speed
re-
or dexterity or
Can you roll a
constitution?
d10 and get hope for a 1 here, Gavdos?
No,
Wow.
All right.
the opposite.
Opposite.
Okay.
We
drawing a
have
blank.
to start bouncing. Yeah.
Yeah. We need to start figuring a way out.
Yeah,
of
we've
it.
got 10 minutes back, so we gotta head out.
Maybe just boat back to this
Yeah.
thing and go out the
Go out
southern
the
way.
cave. Yeah. It's just we might run into a fight, so we may as well start heading.
But we
I think if
can
we go out
back
the
other
southern way, we're gonna need to deal with the mushrooms and everything.
Hmm.
Mm,
But do you
we
think we'll be
also-
allowed to go back to the sheep
Yeah.
company? Like, hey guys.
We can't come back we can't go back the way we came. 'cause
Well, I
the-
mean, Hastar is downtiming there, so presumably we go back that way. I stay for negotiations, and the rest of
Oh.
you get escorted out.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Hmm.
Hmm.
We can just brave the waterfall.
I think going up the steepest slope is our best bet of getting out.
You're in your downtime. You're going to stay there. I thought we were just taking a downtime action to like send a note.
No, I need to stay there and do the negotiations.
I
Yeah,
see.
and maybe even a second. We need 2 downtime actions. Maybe 2 people can
Okay.
do it.
Yeah.
The steeper slope is good. It's just the reason we're starting to bail now is if it gets to 10:30 and we're not
Yeah.
officially out and safe, we have to make an escape the dungeon roll, which can go badly.
Like death.
Yeah, let's not go
It probably
exploring.
won't, but
Let's not go exploring where potential ambush lizards in another fight, and just take the
Yeah.
boat back, go through the Beastman area. I'll stay there. Y'all get escorted back
all right, we could.
up
Yeah,
to the tower.
we're not going to lose respect doing that, right? Do you think?
No.
I mean, yeah, if they're annoyed about it, you could just give them a bracer as like a gift, and because I mean we don't have the other half, they might.
I mean,
Okay, that sounds.
I
fine.
have to go back there anyways to talk with them, so it makes sense that the whole party would come. And it's like, yeah, we came this way specifically so I could come to finish negotiations. They're gonna continue on their way.
Let's
Yep.
get a shot.
Makes sense.
Okay. Any random encounters as we make it back?
Nope. You can make it back to the jetty just fine.
Okay.
You collect yourselves, get back to the stone jetty.
Oh, we'll have to climb again.
Just double checking I'm not doubling up on treasure. Is it okay if I take the 63 copper pieces?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Usart, so with the torches and that kind of stuff. Okay. Cool. Hastar, can you go ahead and give me a roll a d4 and hope for a 1?
Hope for a 1.
Okay. Not good enough. As you approach the and ready yourselves for the climb, you all are going to get hit with a hail of javelins.
Did they make it through the wizard lock?
door.
You don't know how they got up here, but they are definitely beastmen. I don't know whether or not you could. I don't know. You don't really see them up there. Obviously, you then hear the shouts of like fire, and it happening. So I don't think you can determine whether or not these are the faces you saw running behind that door, or these are different ones at this point, because we're in an ambush.
I'll just yell out, if your sheep's head, we're here to talk to, what was his name?
Nikios.
Nikios.
That's cool and all, but the javelins have already left the station, so
That's
we're
fine, yeah, but so they don't continue.
2, 4,
'Cause
6.
we
7.
also have 6 minutes. I don't want to do a combat.
Okay, this is the distribution of attacks coming down. I'm just going to use my my order of characters in my notes here. So let's see, 1 on 2. That's 1 on Dagfin. So we're starting there. Dagfin.
Miss. Oh, is it damage or?
Ooh.
That's an attack roll on you.
That's a
That's a hit.
Do you have a shield?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I thought you meant like it was a 1.
Oh
do
no,
you have a
sorry.
shield?
Oh, I hear you.
I don't
Sorry,
have
no.
Yeah,
This was the distribution of attacks. So this one's on Dagfin. Yeah. Okay, so you get hit
I don't have a shield. No.
for 8 damage.
That's all my hit points.
Okay, you're gonna go down. You're not dead immediately, but
Don't worry, we can throw you on the back.
you. I rolled your death timer. What's your con mod?
Oh no.
+2.
Nice. Okay. That adds to the D4 timer before someone needs to save you. All right. Next attack. There are how many on 3? 1 on 3. So 1 on Paul.
That's a
Probably
miss.
a miss. No on 4. 3 on 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 on Gavdos. Or 3 on Gavdos.
Terrible. 2 hits.
For 7.
Still up.
And 2 on 6. So that's after Gavdos. That's Catriage.
You hit twice, Eric.
I
Oh,
did.
it was 2d4 each, was it?
No.
Yeah,
1d4
total.
each. I just added total.
Yep. Cool.
And then
Nice.
on Catriage, 1 hits Catriage for 3.
Still up.
Okay, now we roll initiative. As they jambush you.
During the ambush, can I have yelled?
Yeah.
that-
Now
that
you
thing?
wait, stop. We're ranger. Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
No
yeah, that
reply.
initiative should have been worse. I forgot to put the -2 on my initiative.
Ah,
So
that's-
my initiative was
okay.
0.
It's okay.
We're doing our job.
Ties
Call
go
it
to
out.
the.
Have to
All
roll
right.
high.
Ties. All right. Ties between players. You have the choice. Ties between the GM and the players means GM goes first. That's been the du jour thing, which means another ready, set, fire. And
You said it wasn't sheep's head, or they just ignored it.
I think that
You didn't get
because
an
we
answer.
started a fight, like they're not really interested in treating with us
Mhm.
right now.
All right. I'm gonna do the same thing again. Only I'm gonna do 6 targets this time, so 6 for the distribution. Because basically they're just hitting whoever's around.
Cheric's like,
So
is that the best you've got?
one on Hastar.
I'll
Okay.
take it. I'll break my shield. Actually, I have a backup.
Well, 2 damage then. 1 on Dagfin.
Dagfin's down, but okay.
Oh, I misrolled.
still-
Sorry, I misspoke. Chert. That should be on Chert.
That's a miss.
Okay. 2, 3 on Onus.
Oh no.
One miss,
Two hit.
2 hits.
Yeah.
For 5.
Yeah, I have 4 hit points.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm down.
What's your con mod?
0.
Okay. And that was it. No, 1 on 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's
Yeah.
Country Ash. Miss on Country Ash. Okay, done. Paul?
What was you were saying earlier? There was a mighty deed, like a rally to like give your team the movement to retreat. Is that the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, this would be
But
like
that's usually
your
when
mighty-
we're in close quarters and stuff.
I mean, if your mighty deed is to like get people to grab it and get to the boat or something like that, would be.
I mean, I guess we already got the move, right?
Yeah, it's all our turn now, so I think we could just grab them and get to the boat without the mighty deed.
I
Yeah.
see. Okay.
Yeah.
So perhaps we should just do that then.
Yeah.
Do you think?
If you guys do want to attack, I
You-
could still use my luck, and I have magic circle, which would protect us.
No, we want to get out of this. We're out of time.
All right.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
So yeah, grab the bodies. We pour the
Do you-
potion in the 2 people that are down.
Yeah. Okay. So before
Go
you
to the-
pull people
go to
out,
the
you're
boat.
gonna.
Yeah.
Well,
What we'll do.
hold it. There's a stipulation here. Hang on, because I need to get an order of operations from everybody here. Because if you're pulling a potion, then you're not dragging them.
Right.
Someone else needs to
who's
drag
down?
them.
Yeah.
Somebody had a
yeah,
plus
we'll
2
drag
con.
The boat. We'll drag them all to the boat. The people who aren't dragging them, because there's only 2 people down.
Yeah.
We'll grab the potions, and then once we're on the boat, they'll feed it to them. I think that should be like 2 rounds.
Well, we have 2. Chert is going to throw an axe at the sergeant and use the mighty deed to try to cause them to run away or like turn.
Okay.
I think there's enough
So-
people to carry
Mhm.
and potion and get us all to the boat. I'll
Sure.
move the boat
Okay.
after.
Are you in?
Who
Okay.
exactly is down? Just for my info.
Dagfin
The witch and the
Onus.
thief.
Dagfin has 2 con more than Onus, but went down earlier.
Onus has 0, right?
Yeah.
0 con.
Yeah.
It's fine.
The damage would happen like on my turn. Like that's when it would take down like the next round. So like
Mhm.
after everyone's done one action, at this point, then I would say like, okay, then it ticks down. I do my thing. Then you guys can do one more action. Combined, ticks down.
So Chert is aiming for the sergeant, like
Yeah.
30 feet away. Throw the axe,
Hits.
hand axe, hits the sergeant. Mighty deed is to scare the soldiers back.
Yeah.
Like to cause them to rout
Okay.
by attacking their leader. And
Oh, yeah, brother.
And then Chert will
Roll damage, brother.
damage.
And add the 3 from their mighty deed. Don't forget it.
Did you add? Oh, you just add the 3. Got it.
Yeah. Is this a second
9
hand
damage.
axe? Is this a second hand axe, by the way?
Yeah, Chert has 4 hand axes.
Yeah. What a god. Okay.
Great.
He's just throwing hand
Honestly,
axes.
man, I'm gonna give you a 50-50 here. Oh my god, yeah, he Wilhelm screams off the cliff,
Yeah.
My good
Which is-
eye.
which is enough to make the rest of the guys stop shooting you for this turn for sure. Right? They're like,
Okay.
oh hell no, yeah. You just
Well,
killed the
then-
sergeant.
And then Chert will just drag the sergeant's body to the docks, and then we can
Okay.
get on the boat.
I'll leave them to the centipedes.
Okay, so
You could have
we're
Blake.
out of time. So like we
Oh,
need to.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
okay.
Oh,
so
shit.
we're not in combat, which is good.
Okay.
Okay. Now, people who got administered potions right, before getting dragged.
One sec. Before we officially run out of time, we're still in that combat round, right? Gavdos didn't act. He's just
Yeah.
going to cast gaseous form and float out the cave door.
Float out the cave door.
He's going to go south and just go out onto the
lasts-
stairs.
It lasts
That's-
5
it's
rounds.
10
more than
rounds.
5 rounds.
Or-
No,
no.
a potion is 5. The spell is 10. Let me
Right.
just
So
quickly check.
I think you're right. I think the potion. I think it is 10
It
rounds
is
as
10. So
okay. If you cast the
I
spell,
can make it in 10.
I think you're right as well. But okay. But before you do that, it's
Yeah.
imperative the people who were around who have potions deliver the potions.
Yeah.
So who dragged
Yes.
and who delivered potions, and then we can get out of here.
I dragged 1. Usart would have delivered the potion. I was assuming Gavdos, Cat, and Chert would have done the rest, but they attacked and
Chert
Gassy
attacked.
stormed out.
No, Gavdos. I'm saying Casper hasn't done that yet. Before, I'm
Yeah.
saying before
Yeah.
before that's happened. Hold on. Like I need to get this accounting.
Yeah. Above the table, Sasha has +2, so we can just feed a potion one round, feed a potion the next round. So we just need to make sure one person got a potion. Because he has a minimum of 3 rounds. To die, we've only spent 1.
That's
Well, wait. I
fine.
think we need
I
to
mean-
both get them a potion on this round, or how can they escape the dungeon? Because is there a next round?
Yeah, that's fine. It exactly. It's just a matter
this
of
is
are we
about
doing
escape
this
the
all
dungeon.
in one round, or are you rolling to gaseous form and get out on your turn,
Yeah.
and then leaving us to deal with?
Because obviously
extra
hauling someone unconscious or whatever is going to be like a factor. So
And there's no way I can feed a potion and then next round gaseous form. The
No, you can-
immediate next round is
That
the
would be
escape.
next
No, you can do
round,
that.
yes.
Escape
No, no, no.
the
First round.
dungeon.
no, I would allow. I'm giving you all 2 rounds because you have to drag everyone out there and then get on the boat, and like the boat is sort
Okay,
of your pretext
fine.
for leaving
But
the
I
dungeon.
have a
right?
potion.
So I'm cool
I'm
with
potioning. I'm potioning.
but I need to know what
Second round or
happens
the
in
first
round
round?
1. Yeah.
Round 1 is potion.
Which potion? The healing potion?
Healing.
Healing
Yeah.
potion.
Okay.
I have a potion of Green Friend. I'm deploying that to.
That's fine. So round
of
1,
them.
but they've both been dragged and they've both been healed. Oh, we got to roll the d6.
So
D6
who's-
+1.
Okay.
Okay.
So Gavdos is giving 1 potion to either Dagfin or Onus.
Yes.
Okay. Then who's delivering the other potion this turn?
Usart and Haster gave it to Onus.
Got it. Cool. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, both of you heal. We do have enduring wounds, which means you need to roll a DC 12 con check. Otherwise, you'll take an enduring wound, which means typically attribute damage.
Not good.
Yeah, that's a 2d6 from you, Onus, to determine the number of wounds you take. And Sasha, this is a luckable roll, by the way, if you have luck.
I don't know.
Okay. 7 is no damage, no lingering effects. A 5 is 1 affected roll. So can you roll a d8 for me to determine which attribute gets hurt? 2, you lose 1 point of dexterity. Dagfin.
No, it was 18.
You're limp. Yeah. The leg wound is never the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
The lingering. You took a javelin to the knee, I guess. All right. Cool. All right. Sorry, it was important because Reese had 1 round, and I wanted to make sure I didn't want to. Look, I would have stressed it even if you had 2 rounds to give the impression that it is because it's important.
Yeah.
But I wanted to make sure that like we're not skipping over this because.
We forgot about Cat too, though, because Cat could have done something. So
Yeah,
it's
I
good.
assumed it.
It's
I
both
assumed
good.
it was Gavdos dragging and Cat rummaging to administer the
Yeah.
potion.
Well, I
Cool,
leave it up.
yeah.
I leave it up to you all to manage your characters. Okay, so from the boat,
Yep.
now we're doing escape the dungeon. It's been a minute since we've
Except
done this.
I'm going to try to shortcut it.
Yeah,
and gaseous form.
you get if you can just yeet yourself out, that's fine.
I have
Then you're
You
then no longer.
But I have luck. I don't do that. I'm
Okay.
on the escape.
Astar looks at you and is like,
Damn,
"The gods
dude,
do not
that's-
approve of you abandoning the party."
And
Well,
Church
You
like
must
I
gather
have
your
the
party
fly.
before venturing forth.
I
Church
try
like-
fly then next.
yeah, Church just like Gavdos, get in the dang boat.
All right. Does
While
anyone else?
Gavdos is spending rounds casting, we're over here gathering our torches, getting on the boat. and
I'm in the
everything.
boat, casting in the boat. You guys
Okay.
are rowing, and I'm like,
Usart has 4
One
torches.
level.
How many does everyone else have? Paste your torches in chat. So light sources also oil flasks. Oh, but I guess we don't have any of those.
because I was at Lantern.
I don't have any.
Okay, so we have 8 torches
Oh.
right now.
I also have Witchlight if that makes a difference. If that
does
adds
not.
to anything, no.
It's the
Cool.
torches. All right. Every torch that is added to this roll is consumed.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. The hostilities out of here is it is deadly because the places are well patrolled by the fungal foresters, and there's no path anymore from leaving. So that's why.
Mhm.
Okay. So you're subtracting 3, and then whoever rolls this roll, you're binding everyone's fate to whatever you get. The consequences are listed out in the player's guide, but you could be dead, captured, wounded, naked, poor, strained, or you escape without incident.
So our modifier is +1, right? Because you said 4
you have,
torches with 3 for deadly. Was
yeah.
there other stuff?
Yeah, normally there's a, you add luck. Anyone with luck adds to it.
Oh, I've got luck.
I have luck.
So you add
Okay.
every
paste them
luck
in
added. Yeah, every luck added
luck.
gets burned. But that's fine.
He has luck 3. I have luck.
I do not.
Oh wait, only no. Usart had luck. Gavdos, did you have luck? No, you used them all. Okay.
No, and Cat, I don't think retainers get it.
Retainers can get luck if they leave.
Oh, I fucking used my luck. Never mind, I don't have luck.
Okay, so then we're back up to +4. There's no other modifiers for this, right?
No. Normally
Luck.
there'd be difficulty added to the level of escaping, but all you have to do is get to the dang exit. So there's no modifier to that.
Okay.
All
right,
I'll
I'm
bind
rolling
yeah, do it.
D20 +4.
9. 9 is poor. Escapes but lost their treasure in the dungeon.
That's
we
fine.
didn't get any treasure.
I copper pieces.
I'll cover
Yeah.
pieces.
The copper pieces, the
The gauntlet.
the bracer. The bracer is taken, inspected by the fungal foresters that inhabit this
Well,
place.
technically, magic items aren't treasure.
No, they are treasure. They just look out for XP. So,
More
okay.
importantly, my 3 centipede heads are they
Ooh.
counted as treasure?
They don't have a gold or
yes,
XP
I think
value.
I think the spirit of this is that anything you gain this session was taken and confiscated. So I think they'd be confiscated as well.
Cool.
And the
get-
holy
You
symbol.
get 90
of
raised
Nocturne.
from
Your holy
yeah.
symbol is also confiscated. Brutal by these white and
Dang.
brown spotted fungus people. So yes, they were not wearing hats in the low pixelated dungeon. These are fungus people that tend this massive fungal forest to the south, who follow
I guess that was our
Parmia.
tax to get out.
Yeah. Okay. Final. Okay. Wait. I need to add that combat's experience in here.
Yeah, the
Nice.
80 vermin we killed.
So,
Honestly,
y'all,
yeah.
about
All right. Final experience roll. No gold share, but literally OSE combat experience. You got 121 a person. Murdering
Nice.
everything.
wow, that's like 4 times as successful as our last.
Yeah.
funny.
Good job, guys. Thank you for saving my life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Easy.
Yeah,
I like
thank
to
you.
think my otter was trying to revive me the whole time, but
No, boss.
come on! If you die, I die.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
That was sick.
Yeah.
Good session.
Nice.
We got a lot done. Very
Yep.
important.
And do I need 1 or 2 downtimes to do the negotiations here?
Ooh. I think if you do 2, you can just say 2. Just say 2.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm not going to be able to carouse, or I'd have to spend a downtime to leave
No,
anyway.
2
So, like, yeah.
I was gonna say 2
2 is
means like you only have to talk to me and everyone else is gonna have to eat it and like whatever you say, but like let's just say 2. 2 lets you correspond back and forth and talk and have everything organized so you
Okay.
can negotiate everything. Okay.
So that's what I'll be doing.
Nice. All right. You don't have to tell me right now what everyone's doing if you want to wait. So
No, it's fine. I just figured because that was like in session discussed what
Yeah.
we had to.